to win this best of 3.
Going to be getting into the first map of the best of 3 here to round out day number 2 with the ZOWIE DIVINA Women's Asia CSGO Championship 2019 ArkAngel versus Team Z. It's underway here for the first round of the map.
Jenny doing some spotting through the apartments. Aggressive 2 players at B. We saw this yesterday. Only difference was they got picked off. You see Jenny spotting the team going towards A. They're going to call for the rotation. Jenny's going to fall back in the headshot spot.
Trying to back up as much as possible onto the patio. Will be taken down by Lair with the frag onto Jenny. Lillian with the return frag, though, onto Coochie, currently sitting at a 4v4 with 1 member down for each squad.
It's going to be a hard retake to do, especially without any utility. They also have no kiss, so when they do want to do this retake, they got to speed up the momentum on it. Find the trade onto Trix. Going to be 3v3, going to work their way through Moto and from the wrap on the spawn. But it looks like Lynn's going to flank through the halls, which is a great call.
Very even matchup as far as the pistol round is concerned between these 2 teams, ArkAngel and Team Z. Nice shots coming out. We'll be taking down ZOWIE to about 14% HP. But a double tag coming in here as Temple and ZOWIE were able to take down not 1, not 2, but 3 members of ArkAngel. All members going to be down the defuse coming out the first round going the way of Team Z.
Honestly, that's an excellent retake by Team Z to go all different angles, go through the halls, through the lane, and also through Moto.
Just in time, too.
It was exactly. They had no kiss, so they had to be quick, which, let's be honest, suits their style. But again, Temple getting that nice headshot on the pit. Everyone just had, but honestly, ArkAngel misplayed that just a little bit because they took individual peeks rather than peeking together and fighting as a unit. They went separated. They separated.
Yes.
And got picked off 1 by 1.
That they did. Round 2 going to be underway here. The SMG buys coming out as well as an M4.
We saw what happened last time on this map. They just rushed down Banana.
Yes, we did. And we are going to be expecting the exact same thing here for ArkAngel. No, not going to be the same type of rush through Banana. Going to be sending 3 of their members of T-side over towards that Banana position, but the bomb and 1 other will be rotating at least over towards A.
What is this? They're playing passive at B with Team Z. That's unusual.
Strange. Not what we're used to seeing. But again, shifts have to happen, especially for these teams who found that their mistakes were the reason why they ended up exiting out of yesterday's best of 3s.
Yeah, maybe they learned
as winners.
Yeah, maybe they learned something about it. But they've been throwing that constant smoke down deeper middle so they can peek into all mid. So look for that to come into play later in the half when they want to get aggressive behind it.
Tempo going to be holding this corner here with the UMP, trying to find at least some connections should any of the members of the enemy squad cross her path. Not going to be happening just yet. We'll be retreating back for a better location here on this position.
Luca had a couple big rounds last night as well with the Deagle, finding a couple 1-taps and winning some save rounds for ArkAngel, which gave them the win. Sorry, not the win. Getting the team back into it because they're trying to make a comeback and they won a couple save rounds on the back of a Luca's Deagle. So look for that to try to find an entry here on B.
With Team Z feeling no real pressure here on Banana. They're so far pushed back onto B side. That's going to force the push coming out from ArkAngel right now. 2 frags going to be coming out. Mark that 3 now. Shillity on an absolute rampage as far as ArkAngel is concerned. That's going to be the 4K. Can she get the final and get the complete ace on top of ArkAngel?
Oh, just unfortunate timing there. Still gets the 4K with that gross gun that I hate so much, but at the same time, works for her. It's going to be 3v1. Not going to get able to get the bomb down with Team Z just taking the rush onto B. Overall, good job by them. Some SMG kills, unable to get the money bonus from having an ump instead of the P90, but whatever, they like it. She's been rushing down Banana with that P90 before on the CT side, so something to pay attention to going forward if she wants to stay aggressive on Banana, which she's been known for so far in the tournament.
Round number 3 about to be underway here, as Team Z is going to be trying to stretch this lead as far as possible. Essentially the real first buy round for both of these squads as we now start to break into it. Looks like we're getting at least a phone. No, it's going to be a 3-person. Well, no, pretty much just looking like a default at this stage in the game. Carrot, as at least one of the members of this ArkAngel squad, Pat starts to advance up Banana, holding on at least in the mid-range of that. Frag comes out. Coochie going to be able to find the connection onto Temple.
And that's typical Temple there, playing really aggressive on the halls. She's done that a couple times in the previous matchup yesterday where she was very successful. But on the first buy round, maybe a little bit too anxious to do it that quick, gives her team down a deficit 4v5. ArkAngel getting that initial pick. Already playing aggressive on Banana and got the pressure coming back to B. The pop flash coming over. Shilloti gained the entry to trade it back to a 4v4. Excellent teamwork there with the pop flash.
Shilloti having a great game so far here in only the 3rd round of this Map 1 Best of 3 series. Coochie going to be creeping around the corner, not going to be able to spot out the member of Team Z that had already started to make that rotation. ZOWIE with the butterfly knife name tag mindset. What kind of mindset do you think that is?
I got no idea.
Okay. Well, Trix going to be rotating around here. ZOWIE still being diligent to try to watch these angles as she will be spotting out at least one of the members. Trix going to be able to turn it around onto ZOWIE. Shility onto Trix
Nice.
now. Make that a double kill onto Kuchi. A 3K so far here for Shility.
But still, those entries on the A side there when they're wrapping and basically allowed her teammates to get into B uncontested, smoke blocking it off. Having a retake here, again, no kit, only with HE. They got to speed this up if they want to make it work, but they're going to do this double setup on the back halls. Very hard to basically enter against. Luca's going to bait the contention and have Lair get the entry, get the kill. Sorry.
Nice shots coming in, able to tag
Or
down
just
Jenny
kill him
from
herself.
Luca with the AK.
Yeah.
2v1 scenario. Shility very low on HP, 20%, working against two of the members of ArkAngel. Luca at 30% HP, Lair at 88. This is certainly going to be doable for her if she finds the opening frag onto Luca, but it is going to be a full retreat now, trying to save as the bomb will be detonating very shortly.
Yeah, the one thing that's fun to watch about Team Z is even if they've lost a round, their economy's not going to be the greatest.
Hey, what do you think about that? Yeah, they lost a player right there. That's a bit of a misstep, but the round win does go the way of ArkAngel. Their first pickup here of a round at map number 1.
That saving the AK is really going to help the team out to get this next. They can buy here if they really want to. They're just going to have one player who's going to be stuck on a weaker weapon. But at the same time, Team Z, with the way they play, how aggressive they are a huge threat on save rounds. Especially with Temple and how aggressive she is. You're going to see her pick up the Deagle. I'm not sure if she has a weapon behind that. Nope, just stick with the Deagle. And with her aggressiveness, look for her to try to find an opening pick.
2-1 as it stands in favor of Team Z as they look to try to stretch this lead. Not able to find success here in the third round of the game, but still having an opportunity to do so.
Look at Jenny here, though. Spots him and falls back, and he comes back to the repeat, gets the trade, though. Doesn't really help her team out. It definitely goes in the advantage of the terrorists. Her gun is open for her teammates to pick up, but it looks like Gucci's going to play aggressive on middle and prevent that from happening. Getting pop flash in to check the wrap. 2 players playing aggressive on Banana, which is their default. So Gucci has been a very key player on this map for ArkAngel because she always goes wrap side. There's Temple Trim missing that one dig. But she always goes wrap side and causes a lot of distraction for her teammates to work up towards B.
Looks like the banana push is trying to be put in place by ArkAngel. Going to be holding back, but now possibly pushing off of that as Gucci was able to get the frag onto Lillian and now onto Temple as well. A rotation comes out, expected. Back to A site they go to try to at least get the plant down and defend it against the 2 remaining members of Team Z, ZOWIE and Shility, who are looking to try to stop this at all costs.
The only way you're going to be able to retake this is if you get a pick really early, but it looks like they're just going to end up saving those weapons and just use them for the following round, just give themselves a better chance. ArkAngel, though, looking pretty solid so far on these first few rounds. Sorry, first 2 gun rounds at least. Default working towards Banana, taking that control real early, but unlike Team Z from yesterday, Team Z just giving up Banana, where yesterday they played it really aggressively and they fought it all the time. They've given it up both times early so far, which is giving ArkAngel a little more comfort than they need. And they're looking pretty solid with the default, taking the Banana control early. And again, Kuchi is the one to watch out on this map because she puts a lot of pressure on middle and on the wrap side, which causes a headache for counter-terrorists on this map. So she's going to be the key player to watch on this map for ArkAngel.
Members of Team Z just trying to catch some of the members of ArkAngel out of that rotation coming away from A site. Not able to do so. Aluka will be taking down Shility. Only 1 survives for Team Z, ZOWIE.
Going this round, low money on the side of Team Z. Just need to stay behind and protect that FAMAS. Maybe get a little bit aggressive with it. Got the pause coming in for the timeout. Looks fire for Team Z. ArkAngel, though, compared to yesterday, looking a lot smoother, a lot more sound, and being have a little mixture of aggressiveness as well from Kuchi going up middle. So overall, I'm liking how they have started off. It's still really early. It's only been 4 rounds, but compared to yesterday, they're looking a lot stronger.
I believe we have a timeout called here by one of our teams, going to be trying to at least gather themselves here as the score has now been evened out 2-2 for both of these teams as we reach into round number 5.
Yeah, we got the coach there, help and support as well for giving us some advice on what to do. Still a very early timeout for Team Z, but they probably just want to discuss what to do on the save round. There's no way they're going to buy behind, and if they do, it's kind of a little bit misguided. They're going to upgrade pistols, potentially that's about it.
I think clearly something was identified by one of the members of the team or the coach that needed to definitely be addressed here in the early stages of this map. Good to do it now, though, before anything gets too far out of hand. It is tied up, as we mentioned.
Exactly. You want to catch it early rather than letting it fester way too long, and when you catch it when it's already halfway done through the half. So good job by them to catch it early. If they indeed did that, pop flash coming through the smoke, causes some pressure on middle. The gun will be towards the A side, so B is going to be weak with just pistols, but Temple, once again, always a threat with that deagle, looking for that one D.
Push coming through Banana by 3 of the members of ArkAngel. as they start to at least encroach a little bit closer and closer to the members of Team Z. Nice shot coming from Lucas. AKM finds the headshot onto Temple. One of the impact players of that Team Z squad will be going down and out early here in round number 5.
Yep, Shalori gains some nice damage onto Aluka. Lucas going to make the rush in now. No regard for her HP. Gets taken out. Double trade coming in. But the Afam is staying alive in the back halls. That gives them an opportunity to win this round. They got a player stuck towards A. Team Z making that quick rotation towards Banana, trying to catch him off guard because they do know that she's there.
Pat was about to make that peek onto one of the members here of Team Z. Not able to do so. Trix going to be spotting out ZOWIE. Very nice shot atop the smoke. We'll be finding the headshot connection with the AK. And the round win goes the way of ArkAngel. And it's now, at least not too drastically, but it's slipping away from Team Z. I believe that's now 3 in a row that they have lost.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't have the greatest. Again, we talked about this before on Inferno. Utility is king, or in this sense, queen. But at the same time, you need utility to stop and slow down the aggressive pushes from ArkAngel on Banana and middle. And without that utility, you're going to have a player like Coochie be able to take rain on middle. All she needs is a pop flash behind her to help support her. And again, if no utility towards Banana, it's going to be really hard for them to hold. So it's going to be interesting to see how Team Z wants to take this approach, especially with low utility.
Mollies will be flying. Lair and the rest of the ArkAngel squad trying to have an aggressive but similar push to what they've displayed so far here in the first half of map number 1. A 3-2 split, sending 3 over towards Banana, trying to see if there's going to be any resistance coming off of the Team Z squad from that location.
I gotta say, it's something that's different happened just so far with Team Z, which is unusual, as Temple is on the op right now. And yesterday was Jenny playing with the op aggressively on Banana. So something happened last night where they talked about where they switched up the roles, it looks like, unless it's just this round only. But definitely a big notice and change in strategy from Team Z. And I'm not sure how it's going to pay off because Jenny did a good job with the op yesterday.
Push coming out from 2 of the members of ArkAngel on to at least close to the A site, trying to spot out some of the members of Team Z. Not able to do so just yet. Frags come out. Jenny with the AUG able to find Coochie, but the return frag comes out. Trix on to Jenny.
Yeah, another advantage by Trix there. ArkAngel putting a lot of pressure on middle with that pick coming from Temple there. Nice shot on Aluka. Re-peeks, which is typical of Temple because she's so aggressive. But they're trying to find that trading to go and they're going to enter B. Nice shot by Temple. Make it 3. Absolutely huge goal. Oh, she won the 4th.
Was so close to being able to pick it up, but Trix comes in, picking up her 3rd kill so far of this round, trying to have a dominant finish, but it is going to be a 1v2. Not in her favor, only 4 HP to her name. She's going to have a very stellar performance here to be able to hold off the push coming in from CT.
Yeah, you see the aggressive push. You know she can't get the bomb plant in the open, so she's going to try to find a pick. There it is. You got to give it credit to Temple. Absolutely insane shots there. Got a little greedy on that 4th one. She wanted to get a little movie clip going on, but at the same time, I guess that's why I made a switch from Temple to Jenny from the op. But again, I wanted to bring it up one more time, just for the fact that Temple was so good with the M4 yesterday on this map, especially with how aggressive she played. I'm kind of curious why they switched it up, but then you just saw that clip there. Makes kind of sense now.
Makes a little bit of sense. 3-all here as we enter into round number 7 of the first half.
Luca's going to be stuck on a Glock. She's going to try to find that. Okay, that might be a HUD thing again, so I'm not going to bother with that. Temple making an aggressive peek middle, so she's not going to be at Banana this time. So she's back to where she normally plays, which is middle, but this time with an AWP.
More pressure seems to be flying from CT here through Banana.
Oh, yeah.
As the flashes now start to at least come out from ArkAngel, who looks to be like they want to aggress here through Banana. Not going to be going for that A push anymore. ZOWIE able to find the frag onto Trix, but Pat able to trade back out onto ZOWIE.
That's more typical of Team Z, playing aggressive on Banana with the pop flash behind her. ZOWIE taking that peek, getting an initial pick, but once again, it's the story so far this half, which is Team Z getting a pick, but they're getting traded out, and trades on this map as a counter-terrorist does not go in your favor. You need more than just going 1-for-1.
Pat likely going to be trying to smoke off any type of position she can as the rotation back to A starts to at least occur here for ArkAngel. 4v4 as you said, but it's not going to be playing off in favor of at least one of these teams here as Lillian continues to hold one of these corners very diligently, waiting for one of the members of ArkAngel to make that push.
Yeah, it's going to be all on Jenny here, holding lane by herself with very little support from Lillian on the our side. Lillian making her way into the first kill. That's going to be a good trade, 2-for-2, making 3, and Lillian. Okay, so there you go. I thought there wasn't enough support, but Lillian, recognizing the threat of them attacking lane, leaves Art's side and rushes towards the side as fast as possible. Great call by her to make that initial move, because at the time, it looked like she was going to be too late.
Not too late. 4-3 as it stands in favor of Team Z as we enter into round number 8. ArkAngel trying not to let things slip. They're trying to really switch up their strategy here on the T side of things, but not really working out in favor for them right now. A bit of a switch, at least trying to force something down Banana in the previous round, quickly backfired.
But now this is where we can see on this map, CT momentum can really come through. We can see a pop flash in the middle. It's going to be a mid rush. Bomb is dropped though by Temple.
Nice shots coming in. Temple able to find the AWP shot onto ArkAngel, and there it is. More and more and more kills come out here for Team Z. One player left, just going to be Coochie, trying to hold on with the Deeg.
Oh, nice shot. Now she's going to be able to pick up that op, and she has the bomb, so she's going to be able to peek towards spawn dry and try to get this pick on Shaloti. Definitely a possibility. And oh, there's the shot initially. She's going to miss it, but Shaloti's going to try to find that next pick.
Ooh, nice shot.
Gets caught with the nade out. Coochie has an opening here. This is definitely not out of reach. She gets the bomb down here and takes the initial aggression with the fights. She can definitely still win this, but the longer she waits, the closer Team Z is going to get while she's planning.
Plant going down outside of Fountain, making sure not to lose sight on any of the members of Team Z who will be pushing up. It's going to be an op scoped in, able to find another connection. That's going to be Coochie on a rampage, but it's a little bit too much pressure coming in from Team Z, and they're able to find the round victory here, 5-3.
Yeah, even though they won the round, that was a very costly round. They had a double off setup, and they got the first 4 kills, and Coochie, like I said before, with her aggression, doing a good job getting some damage in there. But at the same time, Team Z is looking pretty strong, and I'm not sure if they're going to go with the double off setup one more time, but if they do, from ArkAngel, that's a scary thing to go up against. When you have players that, as aggressive as Team Z have a double off setup, that can be very troubling.
Round number 9 going to be underway as ArkAngel continues to evade success here.
Oh, there comes
these
a mid-rush.
pushes. Big mid-rush coming in here.
They have no idea how close they are.
Oh, this is very aggressive here coming out from ZOWIE. Able to find the frag. 3 of the members of ArkAngel are going to be dropped down, but the return frag comes out. Pat on a Shaloti. However, quickly as it started, it will be ending. Team Z picks up another round win, 6-3.
I got to tell you how perfect that strat is. When you have a team that saves and the next gun round comes in, they're talking to each other. All right, let's do a default. Let's work this. Let's work that. And with Team Z rushing on that round, it disrupts ArkAngel and just throws them off. They just saved that one round with pistols to get to this buy. And then when they're trying to set up their strat, they get rushed. That is a demoralizing strat, and I honestly love it. That is an excellent call by Team Z. It could also backfire, but when it works out, it just destroys your confidence as a team.
I mean, that's exactly what that was. That's what it was meant to do. The confidence coming in from Team Z on the CT side of things, Garrett, has been absolutely outstanding, so much so that it has forced ArkAngel into an early timeout to try to get their heads around what exactly is happening here in this game. Let's take a look at some of the nasty replays we saw coming out of Coochie, starting off with that Deagle, able to pick up the AWP and then turn it around, picking up kill after kill after kill, unable to secure the round, but a good effort nonetheless.
Yeah, now ArkAngel needs to be aware of that potential push from Team Z into future rounds whenever they have a buy, so it's going to be on the back of their mind going forward. Back on a pistol buy, 6-3. Team Z looking really strong here. It's just like before when they played on Inferno. They have the advantage, they have the numbers, just don't throw it away. And you see ArkAngel making a rush towards B. Temple getting the first pick here, got the nades and support from her teammate. Gets number 2, the aim is on.
Unable to continue it on. Shaloti going to be taken down by Aluka with a nice headshot from the pistol. AK spray comes in. It's going to be able to find connections. Team Z, Garrett, they're on a rampage, and if ArkAngel doesn't do something to stop this soon, the snowball will continue to grow. Yeah,
this is what the problem is. ArkAngel was looking really good early on with how they were playing, but this is what I talked about in the pregame. Team Z has that aggressive style, which ArkAngel struggled against when 7 PM employed that strategy. So going forward, if Team Z can keep just running free and just being this aggressive with ArkAngel has no response to it, that's going to cause a lot of problems. But now we see Trix come out with the op. Can she go up against Temple at the banana, which is what she's going to have to do if she wants to win.
5 more rounds to be played off here in the first half of map number 1 of the best of the 3 between Team Z and ArkAngel. Trying to find even more success here. Team Z will be not aggressively pushing. They have already done that mental damage over towards ArkAngel off the previous round. But instead, ArkAngel trying to figure out how to switch up their strategy, because whatever they've been pulling so far, Garrett, has not been working for them.
Yeah, but no, Team Z is doing another great call here. They've been so aggressive in the previous rounds. This time they're electing to fall back, and they're letting ArkAngel waste a lot of utility trying to gain ground, expecting Team Z to be aggressive. So it's going to delay ArkAngel in terms of the clock on the round. It's going to cause them to use a lot of utility. And at the same time, Team Z is just going to hold on to theirs. So when ArkAngel wants to make a execute, it's going to be so late that they're going to drop smokes and mollies and delay them even further. So far, this round's looking good in Team Z's favor.
Team Z went to the library, checked out the ArkAngel playbook, and is absolutely dominating them on every type of move that they could try to pull off here from the T side of things. 7-3 as we currently sit in favor of Team Z as they look to pick up another round victory here in round 11 of the first half. Kuchi going to be holding strong. A bit of a standstill, though, by virtue of the position that Team Z has taken up. And again, the last few rounds tend to be exact. We have seen CT push up very aggressively onto these choke points. Not here, though.
But look at this, 30 seconds left in the round. They have no control over middle. So this is going to be a desperation play towards B because there's no time left. And they want to go fall back towards A. If you look at the nades, they're going to be able to delay him. This is going to be a late push. They're going to get the bomb down at the last second if it's going to be successful.
But the rotations are coming out. This is going to be Team Z already recognizing the fact that they won't be coming here through Banana onto B site. So rotate almost all 5 over. ArkAngel going to be taking casualties. 2 going to be dropped down. Make that 3 as Ginny gets traded out by Kuchi.
They have to fall back and save. So this is the problem with waiting this long in the rounds. Like I said, if you're going to do an attack on A and you're going to go that slow, you have to have mid control in order to do something like that. But look, they're going to make it rush here. Oh, she gets the pick. That's going to be, oh, that's a lot of money gone. As long as I got to look at Pat, only 750 in the bank, unable to buy here. Behind that op, they're going to have to do a force buy if they want to make that op any useful. But as I was saying, the longer you take, if you have no mid control, it's going to take too long to get into sight. So you saw them rushing in towards A. It was staggered. It was sloppy. There wasn't much utility being thrown. It was a desperation attack on A. So Team Z keeping ArkAngels on the heels, and they're looking really good, even though ArkAngel started off the half pretty strong.
Round number 12 of the first half is underway here. Kuchi going to be aggressively pushing up here towards Banana as the retreat comes out from 2 of the members of CT back to the left corner of B site. Temple going to be holding on strong around the fountain with the AWP prepped and ready. 2 ops on the side of Team Z. Able to find a nice connection. Headshot coming out onto Pat. Pat will be dropping her first.
That Molly going to do some damage. They're going to force them into rush B. Trix getting the 1 kill with the op. We get into second. It's going to be a 3v1. Temple, though, find that 3rd kill, I believe, for her. Exactly, there you go. Temple showing herself being really strong on this map. And they haven't seen, though, Jenny with the op at A. So ArkAngel is unaware that they're running a double op setup. And that's something that might work in Team Z's favor when ArkAngel wants to make a strategy towards A, because every time they've gone B, they've lost. So they're going to rely on going towards A going forward, I believe. And they don't realize they're going to walk into Jenny opping. And you see the in-game leader there giving a little stern talking to the team because they realize they're letting this slip.
She's not happy. I mean, you can tell just by the facial expression as well as the hand gestures. They definitely have some things that are slipping by them right now that they have to shore up if they want to correct some of these weaknesses that Team Z is exploiting, and exploiting beautifully, may I add. This is Team Z really coming off a disappointing day for them yesterday.
Yeah.
But coming back here in spades and showing that they are worth their stuff here in this ZOWIE DIVINA tournament.
This is a little bit of what we saw yesterday. They were so good on this map, even though they, again, like we have to mention, they lost. But at the same time, they were so good on the map and they had so many advantages, they just threw it away with their over-aggression. That this map, what you can see is they're pulling it back just a little bit. They're being aggressive, but they're not being overly aggressive. So I'm loving the adaptation that they made from yesterday.
Molly going to be zoning off at least some type of push coming out from T side of Banana. Going to be diffused, though, with the smoke. First kill comes out. Temple with a nice op shot onto Lair. Temple continues to impress once again. Able to find one will be Ginny. Another op kill onto Kuchi. 2 members drop down here for the members of ArkAngel. Not going to be able to find much more success here, but Aluka is able to drop down Lillian. 1 trade back, 4v3 scenario currently as it sits.
Yeah, now they know Jenny's opping towards A, so that's going to be in the back of their mind going forward in the next buy round. They're going to have to walk into 2 ops. The best way to do that is, again, using a lot of utility to push them back into a site and do a full-on execute, which they haven't really been able to do at all because they've been getting picked all the time. And Simple getting aggressive on Banana, unable to connect, though, and that's going to give them an opportunity.
Pat-Pat's going to be able to pick up the op there, and there it is, the kill on the Shildy. But yes, she burns Pat-Pat as quickly as she picked up that op. Will be dropping it. Fortunately, though, was able to pick up a kill in the process. 2v2. Aluka for ArkAngel dropped down to 7% HP. So certainly favoring Team Z for the meantime, but the push comes through Banana, and they're going to be trying to plant onto B site. And I'm pretty sure that Team Z is reading this as they now start to aggress back over.
Oh, but look at the pop flash is going to come through here. Jenny's going to pop flash through the smoke, and ZOWIE's going to run through unless they're going to boost on the ledge, which is that's where they're going to go. But both players of ArkAngel are going towards Banana. This is a strong hold for them. They don't have the utility to block it off, so Trix is going to try to find his first entry, and they're not going to expect Aluka being there as a double with the AK to peek afterwards.
Going to be trying to defuse the bomb. Aluka able to spot out ZOWIE, who was protecting ArkAngel. Going to be able to secure that round victory, eliminating all of the terrorists with the plant.
So
CT.
This is what I talked about with teams being too aggressive. It was a save round. They had the initial kills, and then Temple decides to push Banana with an op. unnecessarily against a pistol, and that ends up getting her killed, and it cost them the round. So once again, the same mistakes that they had yesterday, getting a little bit too aggressive and making these mistakes are going to cost them. They got to tone it down just a little bit.
2 ops lost in that round for the members of Team Z. Their economy still should be okay here. Going into this round, as you can see, full kits bought out by both of these squads. No op, yeah. That's the only thing missing from this lineup here.
But they got 3 towards B. This is the first time they've done it. Every time they've done this before in the previous match, they rush down banana, they get really aggressive on the tree. So we're expecting that to see right now.
Peek comes out. Pat going to be dropped down by ZOWIE, who immediately traded out there after. 2 kills coming in for ArkAngel on top of Zlypw.
They don't expect her there, though. She snuck in with no one speeding. They get that kill there, going to fall back on banana. So again, 3v3, able to even it up. But again, 3v3 in this situation on Inferno, it definitely goes in the T side's favor. Kuchi making that aggressive play on middle. She's going to be the one to watch, always causing a problem towards A.
Likely going to be calling in her teammates to rotate towards that direction soon. Bomb working its way over towards where Kuchi's position is currently being held, and they are going to be pushing over towards A site right now.
Jenny's going to wrap around towards the side and support Lillian. Kuchi's making a move on there. It's going to be up to her to hold this.
Shots come out. Kuchi dropping down. Jenny now dropping down Lillian as well. One more teammate of Team Z to have to worry about. It's Zlypw, who will be holding the AK.
I don't know what their money situation is like, but I don't remember them being that strong in it. So this could be a problem if she actually ends up dying here. She might want to save it. Oh, there's the money. Yeah, you might want to. She needs to save this.
Yeah, it's definitely a save.
No, she needs to save this gun. Yeah, 100% needs to save this.
A save for Zlypw if they want to have success here in the next round. She is being very aggressive, though, trying to find some type of frag on site. Able to find a nice kill, though, as Kuchi went right into the backside of Zlypw. One more player left has been spotted out, at least on the patio.
It's got to smoke the bomb as soon as possible.
Ooh, nice turn, but it wasn't fast enough. Lair finds the kill. Round victory going over towards ArkAngel.
Yeah, if we look at the money now, it's going to have one player on 3,500. She's going to be able to get dropped a weapon, but because they weren't able to save the AK, the utility is not going to be as strong as it can be. A little bit of a costly mistake trying to win a 1v3 on A when they have a plant down. The odds against you winning that are so low, it's just sometimes it's just not worth it and just save the next round. But again, it gets in people's heads. They want to find the kills. They want to go for it. But sometimes you got to sit back and just rethink your decision.
Timeout going to be called by Team Z as they now find themselves in a bit of a struggle here in this game. Still with a good lead over ArkAngel, but they don't want that lead to drop. And this is sort of, aggressive play here. ArkAngel really has been shoring up at least a few of the weaknesses they displayed early on here in this map.
Yeah, and all this is coming off the mistake, again, from the save round from Team Z, losing that with the double op setup. It's cost them. Now it's giving the ArkAngel 2 extra rounds, and now it's not looking that bad, not that bleak for them. It's going to potentially be a 9-6 scoreline, which, in considering how it was looking, is definitely a win for ArkAngel.
Absolutely. 2 more rounds to be played here.
And look at the SMG. So you could have had a rifle.
Could have had a rifle. Not going to be utilizing it this time around. 2 of the members still. This has been a fairly standard game, at least as far as both of these teams are concerned. No real shifts of strategy coming out, except for that pretty crazy rush we saw coming in from Team Z a few rounds ago.
Yeah, Kuchi and them working towards A-halls. We haven't seen this too often. They usually work towards middle with the pop flash through, but this time they're going to go through boiler. Again, Kuji's been putting up this terrorizing Team Z on middle. Was able to get the first couple rounds early in the half because behind her aggression. See the flash ready for them to come out the boiler. They're going to be able to trade. There's no one in middle really to contest except Jenny, and she's on the wrap side. It's going to be a pretty safe take.
Waiting for something here to happen. The push comes out for 2 of the members on, or rather close to A site, as still trying to hold on, trying to find the frag through the smoke onto Jenny. Not able to find the connections just yet by ArkAngel.
But good job by ArkAngel to take mid presence early. 50 seconds left, and now they have that control. And also the banana control. They can do any strat behind us as they please, with Team Z not knowing anywhere where they're going to be. So unless Team Z makes a push to find some info, it's going to be a straight up take, and it's going to be going towards B, which is where Temple is. And she's been showing a lot of capability of holding this down by herself.
That she has. She has the AWP prepped and ready from the corner to find the connections. Misses the first shot, though, and that's going to force the push coming out from ArkAngel. Lair going to be taken down and out of the hands of Zlypw with the M4, and more kills come out. Trade, though, going to be popping back off onto Zlypw from Kuchi with the AK. 3v4 scenario in favor of Team Z as another member of Team Z drops out. 3v3 HP favors, though, continuing over towards Team Z as Luca gets dropped down very low. Kuchi gets dropped down as well. Trix goes down. Holy cow! Team Z walks away with the victory. Yeah.
It's one of those.
That just happened, Garrett.
I know, but it's one of those situations where, like, I want to give her credit, but I can't.
That just happened.
She did so well there in positioning. She dropped a smoke down in front of her and was able to maneuver around that and was so smart about things. But she missed a couple easy shots because she was trying to no-scope. But then she connects with the last two and makes up for it. So good job by her. You could clearly see her skill, but she was trying to be a little bit too cheeky. But again, behind her throwing that smoke and delaying that time, that's what won her around. Not even the kills, just the fact that she caused that much trouble for the ArkAngel in the site. They didn't know where she was, and that allowed her teammates to rotate and support her. And also Shaloti doing a really good job being able to get that first initial kill and, again, delay herself to give Temple a chance to do exactly what she just did.
Timeout has been called. Not sure. We're actually at the half. Excuse me. We are going to be splitting over, though. Switching sides now.
Look at this, though. Look at this.
You know, it's a good first half, though, played out here. A lot of highlights came out of here. I mean,
she's trying to make a movie.
Insane.
I'm telling you, the way she's playing, she's trying to make a movie. I can feel it.
So here we are entering into the second half of map number 1 in this best of 3. Team Z now playing from the T side of things. It's currently sitting at a 5-round advantage over ArkAngel, who is looking to try to shore things up here in the second half. And they have the opportunity to. But we'll see if they're going to be able to play off of their strategy. Full rush looks like it's going to be coming out here, sending 3, mark that 4 now into the banana area. Kill's already coming out as Kuchi is able to find the USP connection on the Jitty.
Here you got to watch for Kuchi's hiding behind the sandbags with support from a team who's trying to bait them into her crosshair. This is going to work out very well for ArkAngel.
Shots continue to come out. Temple able to find the frag onto Kuchi. 4v4 as it stands between these teams. But another kill coming out here, dropping down Pat. 3v4 in favor of Team Z, who looks to try to execute off of this push onto B site and get a plant.
Honestly, ArkAngel played that perfectly, just unable to find the headshots that they needed to get the round in their favor. They're just unable to connect, but they have the strategy behind it. And then also, once again, Temple opening it up for the team and giving them back a chance in the round, getting those first 2 kills.
Shaloti and the rest of Team Z going to be holding on to site, but the frags come out. It's going to be a trade. Trix onto ZOWIE, and then Temple onto Trix. But trades continue to come out between both of these teams. A 2v1 scenario, 8 HP left on a Luca. 1 tap will do it, and will they be able to find it now around the right-hand side of these barrels, these containers? It's going to be successful. Team Z picks up the first pistol round of second half.
I believe they won the first pistol round as well, and they're a very strong team with pistols.
Yes.
ArkAngel's going to have a long way to claw back, but again, on a map like Inferno, they definitely have the capability of doing it. But the problem is they don't have that op presence like Team Z has. But we've seen that not matter before on the previous match on Train, where it's very op heavy, and they were able to win with rifles. So we can see that definitely working in their favor. But at the same time, it's all coming down to Kuchi. She's been playing absolutely fantastic, but it needs the rest of her team to really help out and support because she's been putting this on herself.
Push going to be coming out 4 over towards Banana, 1 down towards.
Oh, we saw a stack yesterday, remember?
Yes, we did.
We didn't get to see it connect because the team rushed A. But I want to see this happen because anyone that wants to round that corner towards Banana is going to get lit up. But last time yesterday, they had someone spotting at B trying to draw them in.
The stack is in full effect over at B side, waiting for any type of push coming out from Team Z. ArkAngel really trying to pull anything out of the playbook here to contest the likes of Team Z, but it looks like a smart rotation over towards A site will be coming out.
That's so unfortunate. That's the second time in a row now they've gone A. Something's going to happen. And you know, one way that's going to always work out, just to give some people some tips, if you're going to do a stack towards B like that, it doesn't hurt to buy so one of your players to buy a smoke and play towards A, and you smoke top middle to try to delay the terror side from going mid.
Exactly.
And that puts the thought in their head potentially that, okay, maybe they're stacking around A, and you try to force them to go in towards B. Throw the smoke towards top mid, and you can fall back, take a couple shots, and you have your teammates that be ready for this to happen, and they're not moving.
They're not moving, and I'm pretty sure that Team Z knows exactly what's happening. They're making the quick rotation back.
Them. Oh my God,
they're chasing. They're rotating through Banana right now. They want the frags. They don't just want the round victory here, and they're able to spot the stack now.
Don't
do it. The stack is too strong.
Don't
you peek it. You're going to be going down. Temple the flash comes out off the wall, trying to at least disable some of the members of ArkAngel, finding 1 frag, mark that 2. Ginny comes in with a 3rd as the trade comes out onto Temple.
It's like, I want to see it happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't really make sense to go for these kills.
No, absolutely not. But a very aggressive play. I mean, this is a demoralizing play here coming in from Team Z. They said, you know, sure, we've got the easy plan, the sure victory here in the round, but why not go down and chase some of the members of ArkAngel? Yeah. And it doesn't really pay off for them.
I want to explain why. So they had 3 die. So 3 die with SMGs. Let's just make it even numbers. Let's say $3 grand each that they just died.
Okay.
So that's $9 grand that they lost. But for the 3 kills, they only got $1,800.
Yes.
It's just not worth the chase. Not in the second round. On the third round, it is worth chasing if they have some couple things saved. But on the second round, it's just not worth risking that kind of economy. And that's going to be a mistake from Team Z. But when you're winning 12-5, whatever.
Have a little fun, I guess, with that
Yeah,
type
might as well.
of a buffer and round victories. Here it goes, though. It's going to be round number 18.
Team Z playing really slow here, just doing a straight-up default. Unlike what they normally did, they were pretty aggressive yesterday, but they're electing to fall back and take it smart. They all have 5 AKs, but again, if they lose this round, they're going to be most likely on a save because of those guns they lost in the previous round. And again, ArkAngel playing pretty aggressively. It looks like Luca's waiting for a pop flash, potentially from her players on lane to peek middle. Very aggressive spot. They're controlling middle. They're not going to give it up to Team Z too easily. But this is going to be a big battle. That smoke coming in, that's going to delay Team Z, but it's also a missed smoke.
Slow play coming out from Team Z, methodically maneuvering their way over towards A site, possibly going to be pulling back. The push comes out from one of the members of CT through Banana, and she's likely going to be spotted soon. It's none other than Pat, who sits there, and now an aggressive push coming out from 2 of the members here of Team Z. Able to find the entry frag onto Pat. Return fire coming in from Lair. And to Luca onto Jenny and Shilody.
And look at that good take on middle with the 2 players going back towards Banana as a fake. Trix getting the first entry. It's going to be a 2v2. The bomb's going to be coming in late to B with no smoke. Oh, they do have a smoke for crossing, which Temple will be laying down. But Trix is already close enough, so it's going to be coming down to a nice retake. The A player has not rotated yet, but ZOWIE's going for the attack. She got hit by the nade just a little bit, so I'm not sure if Trix was able to hear that.
Immediately pulling back, though, ZOWIE has secured the site for a bomb plant coming in from Temple with 15% HP to her name, able to secure the plant. That's good, but still more at hand here. Trix able to find that frag onto Temple. Now going to be a 1v2 scenario heavily in favor of ArkAngel against ZOWIE, trying to at least get a few shots off, not able to do it. Trix finds the kill onto ZOWIE, and the defuse is going to be coming out.
That bomb, though, even if they got the bomb down, it's going to save them and allow them to potentially buy in this next round. But if they didn't get this bomb down, this would have been a perfect example to see how losing those SMGs really hurt them. But they should be able to buy. We'll find out in just a couple seconds. Coochie having nice smiles in the camera. Yeah, so that bomb.
Yeah,
so no, they can't really buy that well.
Small buy.
But the thing is, though, if they didn't lose those SMGs, they could have a full, strong buy right now. And that's where it comes back to bite you. And if ArkAngel comes back in this matchup and wins, that's going to be something you got to look back on to try to correct in the future.
Bit of a pistol upgrade. Deagle's coming in too, and an SMG on Team Z's side. 12-6 as the rounds currently sit in favor heavily for Team Z, as they look to try to extend their lead even further from the T side of things. But the push comes out. They're going to be diving in here towards A site unless they are met with any type of resistance to force a rotation back the other direction.
Team Z's won a lot of eagle rounds like this before off the back of Temple's Deagles. That's going to be catching someone on the lane with the molly coming out. They're going to be able to catch Lair jumping into the pit. This is like huge by Team Z. We've seen this before yesterday. They're so good on save rounds because they just don't expect that kind of aggression. They're just not used to it. And Team Z flourishes off that kind of aggression.
And now Temple has picked up an SMG. Shilody has picked up an M4. They're going to be looking very good now as they continue on here. Able to find the plant onto A site. Only one member, Coochie, going to be close enough to contest this for the meantime. And we're likely going to see a save come out for the members of ArkAngel.
Yeah, that's absolutely heartbreaking. You just got your first gun run win. You're trying to make the comeback.
And now you're
pretty
saving
good. And then you lose to a straight-up rush on pistols.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because ArkAngel was set up to hold that. It's just one of those situations in Counter-Strike which happens all the time. It's just the luck of just being off on timing by a split second. You saw the player jumping off in the pit. If she jumped off in the pit just half a second earlier, she would have had a decent chance of trying to hold that. But again, timing, you can just take over this game, and unfortunately it didn't work out in ArkAngel's favor this time.
I love the way that Team Z played that pistol rush right there. They had one player with the SMG. She led the charge, ripped through everyone, and then the pistols from behind finished everyone off. Entering in, though, to round number 20, 13-6, a 7-round advantage over on the hands of Team Z. 3 rounds away from a map 1 victory on the map that they chose, to be exact.
ArkAngel still has an okay buy behind him. Again, prioritizing the smokes and the mollies, which I love on this map, is more important than the actual weapons, and I'm not even kidding about that. It's dead serious. Lillian going to be sticking on that Mac 10. No need to drop that one. Playing aggressive on B. We haven't seen this just yet so far in the half. Putting a little more pressure on B, but again, smoked off early and get pushed back. ZOWIE's got to run through that smoke and want to fight, but you see Coochie playing aggressive on alt mid. Here's absolutely nothing. She's going to be key in this round.
ZOWIE going to be holding on to the corner. Shilody taking a significant amount of damage right there. Dropped to 58% HP. ZOWIE still going to be holding on to this bottom side of Banana. Not able to spot out Trix just yet. Pat around the corner, though, will be in a position to find the frag. Shilody, though, going to be taking down Trix immediately thereafter, though. Unfortunately, Team Z's Jenny drops down ZOWIE.
And her teammate, but in the end, it works out in her favor.
Yeah, unfortunately. 4v3, though, in favor of Team Z. Bomb is going to be going down on top of B site, and the rotation comes in here from CT, trying to find a defuse. Not going to be able to do so as Luca gets dropped down. Lair able to find the return frag onto Lillian. It's now going to be just a 1v3, and Lair has not much HP to work with off of here.
Yeah, got to fall back and save. Good job by Team Z to make that push on the banana and catching off ArkAngel with no utility, stuck at sandbags. I liked what ArkAngel did. They did enough with the utility to push them back a banana and cause some damage. But instead of just falling back with low utility with just only smokes, they decided to play aggressive on the sandbags. And when against a team like Team Z, who flourishes off of aggression, it's not your strong suit as ArkAngel.
No.
So you don't want to play to theirs.
No.
So you just want to fall back and force them to come to you as a proper team, and that's where you can basically have your best chance of defending.
That's exactly right, Garrett. That's a good pickup, at least from the strategies that have been displayed by ArkAngel. Something has to change here. Unless Team Z is going to be running away with it, and it's looking like they are. 8-round advantage still over for Team Z as they look to close this map out and hopefully 2 more rounds.
And they're going to buy into it with SMGs and go for it, realizing if they want to stay this round,
Right.
they have to go for a 15-15 tie, which is a large comeback to basically undertake. So they're going to go for right now with 3 SMGs and 2 upgraded pistols. Gucci with that Deagle going to have to try to find something more aggressive. They got 3 towards B. They feel like that's where Team Z wants to go, and you see the push coming down the path, but we haven't seen this just yet with no smoke for cover, though.
Aggressive
She got
push.
spotted, though. She did not know she got spotted, I believe, but she has her teammates behind her with the aggression.
CT is taking dominant control of Banana right now. No room for Team Z to really work with. They're going to have to try to find some frags right now, spraying into the smoke, unable to find the connections onto Gucci as she retreats back into the corner behind cover.
You got to delay that smoke, wait it to basically extinguish itself, and then when it does, you can move that, make their way into Banana using flashes and mollies to clear out the close angles.
Likely trying to at least cross through this opening and try to rotate over towards A side as the push comes out. Bomb going to be rotating as well. ZOWIE going to be able to find the entry frag onto a Luca, and now the full push comes out. A dominant secure here by Team Z of A site.
Timble clearing out the Banana. Trix and Lair had a really good opportunity here for them to be pushed up in the halls, but unfortunately Team Z did the wrap around on A. Lair going to get the first kill. They're going to be stuck on her own. There's no way she's going to win that. 15-6. And going into this last round on max money, it's going to be pretty much sealed the deal for Team Z to win this map.
Yep, match point, and it is going to be a pretty easy map for Team Z to close out before we break into map number 2. But it's not over yet, Garrett. We have seen some pretty big last stands come in from some of these teams, especially in these low eco situations.
Oh, interesting. That had enough money for an op, so maybe the HUD was wrong once again.
Well, the round is underway here. Match point again for Team Z if they're going to be able to pick up the W here. Push comes out, though. Going to be dominantly forcing their way over towards A site.
I like this pick in middle. We haven't seen this in the tournament so far. Unable to connect. Gucci's not been in the opera for this team, but she's going to be picking up now because she wants to make aggressive plays with no armor behind her. Lair's going to be on the balcony, and it looks like Team Z is going to make an aggressive push on A with a 3-2 split.
Reaching out of the balcony, Shility going to be finding the entry frag onto Gucci. Aluka going to be dropped down as well. 3 of the members of ArkAngel have been killed in this game. 2 of the members left. Trix and Pat trying to compete against the likes of 5 of the members of Team Z. And even more so now, Garrett, this round looks like it's going to be going the way of a Team Z victory. But a nice shot coming in from Pat with the M4, finding the connection onto Temple.
Yeah, 4v2, trying to retake A, low HP, just a kit with no utility.
Not going to happen.
This is not going to happen. This is a done deal. I would give you anything for this to actually be pulled off. The only way you can lose is Team Z wants to get aggressive and push, but there's nothing they can do.
No, there it is. Pat will be dropped down and out at the hands of Shility's AK. One more player to have to worry about. It's Trix, and there it is. The round victory and the map victory going over to Team Z here in map number 1.
I knew that. I felt like they were going to win. I didn't think they were going to win that strong.
No, definitely. I mean, both of these teams fairly even matched, at least in the performance that we saw yesterday. However, Team Z came in here with the quickness on their map that they picked. They dominated, but we'll have to see how map number 2 goes. Will it play in favor of ArkAngel?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I mentioned before on Inferno, it just caters more to aggressive teams because of how close quartered all the angles are in the map, basically, right? So anyone that wants to play aggressively, it's just a map that's tailored for you. But going into Mirage, a little bit more open space, where the ops can roam around a little more. But again, there's still opportunity to be aggressive. Yep. I would expect this next map to be much closer. I'm forgetting the team names now. Team Z to win that on Inferno pretty handily, but not that bad. But I have to give credit to ArkAngel just a little bit because they didn't look bad. Even though they lost bad, I have to give more credit to Team Z and just how well they played. But ArkAngel played the strategies well behind it. They're just not as strong in terms of skill, I would say, as Team Z.
Yeah, it was unfortunate to say the least, but let's take a look here at our MVP for map number 1 of the final best of 3 of day number 2 for the ZOWIE Divina tournament. It's none other than Temple. That was pretty easy to guess based off of that performance here in that game.
120 ADR, pretty solid.
yeah, pretty solid to say the least. Let's line her up, though, with Trix of ArkAngel, one of the dominant performers on that squad, and you can really just see how Team Z was able to run away with this just by these single players' performance.
Yeah, I also want to give credit to a quiet, I think 22 kills was ZOWIE that had a couple key rounds early in the first half that was able to keep her team in the game. And behind that performance was able to give Temple some time to come back and really put her performance where she got the op and was able to dominate.
Team stats coming in here for ArkAngel. Very, very low KDs. Probably one of the worst rounds of CSGO competitive they played here in the tournament.
Yeah, but look at ZOWIE, that's what I'm talking about. 182 KDA, pretty solid there. Only 20 kills, but again, those were important 20 kills. Jenny not opping this time. Not as effective as she was yesterday, but at the same time, still a threat because she's very aggressive too behind that op, but she'd like to go with the rifle, and they switched spots with Temple, and it worked out today on Inferno.
Yep, that it did, but we do have at least one more map to play out here as we switch over to the map that ArkAngel has picked. Maybe we'll go to a full best of 3, Garrett. It could certainly happen. But it is going to be interesting to see how it plays out nonetheless, because you have to think that the morale of ArkAngel going into this game is pretty low after that performance. But that's going to be it for game number 1. We've got another map coming up here in just a few minutes. Don't touch that browser. Myself, Esquire, and Garrett will be here to bring you all of the action.
Hi, my name is Kyungin Trix Lee from ArkAngel Philippines. My IGN is Trix with a 1. Well, it's the first time I've been to Shanghai, so overall it's a very good impression. I'm enjoying it here and the weather's quite nice. So yes, we were always practicing on the weekends and some weekdays as well. So far, I'm aware of Phoenix and Sphinx Malaysia. So those are the two teams I'm particularly concerned about because I've seen their development as individuals and as players, and in total as a team. The first time I heard of ZOWIE DIVINA, I was studying in the US and I was competing in CSGO. I've always wanted for Divina to host a CSGO competition in Asia, and it's finally happening. And my teammates have all commented on how organized and how professional the entire tournament is thus far. I don't think anyone wants to lose when they join a tournament, but I just want us to play the best Counter-Strike we can possibly play in this tournament. I want our practice, our dedication, our commitment to show in the matches that we play. To everyone who has ever supported ArkAngel and to anyone who has supported us individually, I can't express properly how grateful I am and how the rest of us are grateful. With your support, we feel like we could go farther, but not only that, we want to be better than we already are. Go ArkAngel!
How do you reveal the hidden enemies in PUBG? Adjust the black equalizer to brighten darker areas, which makes it easier to spot enemies hiding in the shadows.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the ZOWIE DIVINA Women's Asia CSGO Championship. My name's Esquire, joined here by GRT. We just finished up map number 1 of the final best of 3 of the day between ArkAngel, and it was a pretty crazy map that we saw played out. Team Z with a commanding finish over on Inferno.
Yeah, exactly. Complete dominant performance. I think so far the most lopsided victory in terms of overall dominance that we've seen so far in the tournament. And we expected them to win on Inferno, just not in that kind of fashion. We expected more of ArkAngel to put up a fight.
Yep.
But at the same time, ArkAngel didn't play terrible. Again, the strategy and the thought process behind everything was sound. It was just the problem with Team Z is they're so skilled. Out of all the teams here, I would argue that they're probably the most skilled team in this tournament. It's just about them putting it together as a unit to put up the rounds to win the game. But in the end, a map like Mirage, it takes a little bit away from what Team Z can do with their aggression, but there's still a lot of possibilities of what can happen.
Definitely still a lot of possibilities here for ArkAngel to come back off of that map 1 loss. But it is going to be their map that they picked. So hopefully they're able to combat against the likes of Team Z's aggression. But it has reigned supreme, at least so far.
Yeah, I want to see, well, we're going to see Team Z on the CT side, which is curious for me. Yeah, interesting. I wasn't expecting that, but in the end, they're going to be CT side on Mirage, and what I want to see if Team Z wants to continue that form against ArkAngel, I want to see on some gun rounds, I want mid pushes to go down. No one has done it so far in the tournament, but if they can connect on a mid push and let them know that they can do that and be successful with it, that's going to put ArkAngel on their heels, and they're going to have a hard time finding a way around it.
Round 1 going to be underway. The pistol round, which has dominantly gone the favor of Team Z so far.
Yeah, got a 4-1 split here. Temple going to be by herself at B. She's going to have a, oh my God, the timing on this is bad.
Very bad. Very bad here for Temple as she starts to really rotate around the corner. Lair going to be spotted out. A quick tap right there on to Team Z. However, quickly traded out. ArkAngel able to find the kill.
Yeah, but fortunately for Team Z, they have 2 players going underpass, but they're going to hear this rotation. Everyone is going to go for it. They're going to catch them in the rotation, but again, they have someone in the window who can get the kills, but they're not connecting with the shots.
No, not at all. Able to find 1 frag, but quickly going to be traded out there after. Jenny with a nice tap onto Aluka. Has to find 2 of the more members of ArkAngel. 3 versus 2 in favor of Team Z, and this pistol round could be going once again the favor of Team ZLYPW. Again, if you're wondering what this team name represents, it's the first initial of the last name of all of the individual players on that squad.
Lillian sneaking in here. They don't know she's here playing this back pillar when the bomb's trying to get planted, which is not
nice
too late
shot.
now. There you go, getting the first entry. You're going to have to trade that off. Nice shot by Lillian, getting the double. Now, again, ArkAngel, they did things right there, but at the same time, once you catch Temple pushing B like that, you might as well continue and rush after it and clear the site because you have to assume that she's by herself or max with 2 players total. But in the end, a misstep by ArkAngel to continue going underpass, but they would have won that round if they were able to kill that player on the top and middle from Team Z. They just took too long. 2 players were shooting them. It took them like 20 bullets each. So unfortunately, unable to connect with the shots. They clear that round quicker. And again, a story of they're missing the shots and they're not feeling it today.
Again, Garrett, based off of what we're seeing already in the first round of the map, based off of what we saw in map number 1 of this best of 3, it really seems that ArkAngel has been put on their back foot, not playing with the confidence that has been displayed by them previously in this tournament, and that's really lending things to be favored over towards Team Z right here as Temple starts out the game, able to find 1 frag. CT going to be swarming.
They don't know, though. Kuji got into fire.
Yeah, she did.
She's just hiding her chill, and they have no idea she's here. So as long as she can use her teammates to try to cause a distraction, she can get some picks.
Shots coming in, able to find the frag onto Trix. Another member of ArkAngel gets dropped down and out. 3 versus 5.
Shilori is definitely dead.
Oh, there's no way. There's absolutely
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh! She's
still dead.
Oh, yeah, no, she will be going down and out. But this is the thing. Kuchi only has 11% HP. Bomb is going to be going down. 1 tap is all it takes from Temple's USP to find another round victory, 2-0 in favor of Team Z.
Team Z's got to be a little bit careful here because I've seen this before where it happens. You're feeling so confident from the first map and how dominant you were that you carry it over to the second map, which is fine. But don't play too loose. It's still a new map, a fresh start. You can't play too loose to the point where you're going to give them opportunities to get picked. And if you play too loose like that, you're going to have individuals make mistakes on their own instead of playing as a unit. And that's where it can come back and bite Team Z in the bum because yesterday, that's exactly what they did on Inferno.
So let's see how this plays out. Op is going to be picked up here by Tempo, who will be holding at least that top mid position from the nest. Smoke's coming out, though. Will be stalling ArkAngel in their tracks.
I'm very curious if Temple's going to play middle with an op, how aggressive she's going to be with rotating around towards connector, from the window, dropping down, pushing middle. All sorts of things she can do, but she's going to fall back towards A. But Jay's on the boost here, trying to get a connection on the back of middle. She gets chipped down, falls back into B with 24 HP.
Shots coming out from Lair, trying to at least get some type of pre-fire on the corner, in through the smoke to try to find a connection onto Jenny. Temple up on top of Ticket Box will be at least scoping through connector, trying to spot any of the members of ArkAngel coming through mid.
Spots the head, unable to connect though.
Would have been a huge
Opportunity
connection.
missed, yeah. But Lara just continued to walk up, and she got spotted the gun. Temple spotted the gun. She's going to change her angle. She's going to try to find this kill here, but she's not going to be able to get it unless she moves all the way up. But she's going to try to catch her while she's going to be jiggle peeking.
Kuchi rolling up, can be blocked by her teammate. Another shot from the op can be at least displayed and missed. But now Temple will be fragging out ZOWIE. Going to be find one. Another return frag, though. Make that 2 coming out here onto Lillian and ZOWIE. 3v3 as it stands.
Very awkward position for Temple to be in with an op. She's going to be able to connect the first shot and then leave it to a 2v2. Jenny's jumping up on the ticket box with it. Og unable to connect, but Charlotte going to walk through the smoke. Still op. She has a good chance to win this round. She knows the bomb's getting down. She spots the other person going to spawn. They have not spotted her, I don't believe.
No, I don't think they have. She's able to spot out a Luca, tries to get the spray around the left-hand side of the box. Able to get at least one down, just has to worry about Pat on the opposite side of Ticket Box.
She's got to tap the bomb and force her to peek right here. She's got this.
Oh, she's got
Straight
the kick.
defusing is risky.
She's not going to be picked. I don't think
Oh
Pat
my
heard
God.
the tap, and that's going to be an easy defuse coming in. A round 3 victory for Team Z. That shouldn't have happened, Garrett.
Not at all, but at the same time, that move was unnecessary because all she had to do was tap it and ArkAngel player would have peeked.
Yep.
And there's an easy kill because she was low HP, but at the same time, pulling that off is a risky move, and I like it. And Team Z pulling out the big win there. Now, you got ArkAngel on the backside of scouts and upgraded pistols. Oh, no, we got some couple AKs going on there. Looking to get a desperation buy, and it might be the start of a tilt.
Listen, Garrett, I have to agree with
all
you
AKs,
on
I
that.
take it all back. Sorry, the HUD again. Tricked me.
Well, I definitely have to agree with you in terms of the mental stamina here of the members of ArkAngel. Definitely feeling the hurt, the pressure being applied from Team Z, who is already having a very commanding start to this round. Already one member of ArkAngel Lair going to be dropped down and outmarked that too as Pat gets dropped as well by Ginny.
Yeah, proper CS is going out the window here, running through smokes with no flash to support. Trix, nice shot onto Jenny.
Ooh, nasty shot coming in with the SSG.
Yeah, but now Temple is stuck in the window. She has her pinned down behind that box. She's going to wait for her to move, but she falls back, and Shalo's going to take the aggression. The bomb is still back down T-spawn. Aluka's playing A-halls by herself. She's needed to make an aggressive play if they want to open up the round.
They certainly have to do something. ZOWIE going to be spotting out Aluka in Palace. A few shots coming out from the AUG, but not finding any connections. Pressure being felt. Trix going to be rotating around through B apps as she has picked up the bomb.
So Kuchi's the B player, which is interesting to me. I thought she'd be more of a mid player, but with her aggression, if she's able to make her team be successful, it's going to be behind her making moves on B by herself on gun rounds, causing pressure to draw it away from middle to give her teammates a good chance of getting a default into connector.
Still had Aluka over in columns and Palace, but going to be rotating out through T-spawn back to her teammates over on B side. Shots come out. Temple going to be dropped down to 36 HP. Although Team Z does have the numbers, the HP counts on those members is certainly wearing down. As Shility picks up a nice kill onto Kuchi. Now going to be just 2 members remaining. Trix goes down and out. 1 player remaining here for ArkAngel. And the bomb is down.
I got to say, something I just noticed there. It's going to be something very small, and you're going to not maybe get the first time, but Kuchi, the way she plays and how aggressive she is, when she had those first initial couple shots on Temple and didn't connect, and she elects to fall back and hide, that is very unlike her, what we've seen so far in this tournament. She's usually really aggressive. She would have re-peaked and finished that. But because they're getting basically blown away so far in this best of 3, her confidence is down. And if her confidence is down, I guarantee you the rest of her team is. And this is where it's going to be a slippery slope for them to try to stop that slide. Because right now they're looking pretty bad in terms of Team Z because they're looking really good.
Doesn't matter what esport it is, Garrett. Confidence is such a key role here in competitive esports, especially CSGO. Over here, Temple, though, she does have the AWP once again, holding in the position from the nest. We'll be trying to get the smoke out and then peek over towards mid. Ginny going to be holding on here in ladder room. Shots coming out from Aluka's Deagle, trying to connect on to Lillian, holding on to A site.
Quick rotations from Team Z. Once they got spotted, to have 3 rotate over to give her some support, letting them find that kill on to try. Still, they have, though, Kuchi playing with the Deagle on A ramp, looking for that 1D towards CT spawn. We got Lara looking for maybe a potential boost in the window, which I would love to see if they want to try to get this round. It looks like they're going to go for exactly that.
Nice tap.
Yep.
Lara behind Ginny with the CZ.
Kuchi making a move, making some noise, so they're going to get her in the window. They do not know she's there, but she just got the kill, so now the jig is up.
The op is down as well. Pat is likely going to be picking up that AWP.
Flash coming in. Awkward angle. She's got to turn around. Nice shot. Good job by ZOWIE again. Doing so far 7-1. Good start for her.
Very good start.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, very good start.
Everyone on the team contributing, like as always. 5-0. We need to see this is the next gun round. We got to see ArkAngel do something a little bit different. The default so far has not been working with his Team Z finding picks. Maybe it's time to do a set execute on towards A and test how they can defend that, or maybe even something towards B.
5-0 as we currently sit here in map number 2 in favor heavily of Team Z, who has had just an outstanding set of rounds coming off the tail end of map number 1 and now here in map number 2 on Mirage. Looking to have another big performance as ZOWIE holds down top mid with the AWP, not able to find the connections and quickly going to be dropped out.
Good pick there by Luka. For middle, it's going to be a default. It looks like he's going to be swinging towards A. We got Trix getting to push on the Temple. Typical Temple. Being really aggressive, looking for that initial pick.
Lillian holding on to Tetris right now. We'll be trying to get the peek down on
Good
two
connection
Trix
for her.
and is able to find it.
So now with that kill being done at A, it's going to leave ArkAngel with all the players towards middle with not much option, but finding that pick on Shaloy is going to give them a lot more to work with. Lillian finding the second kill on towards A. Jenny jumping out the window is going to be, looks like the first round for ArkAngel.
1v3 scenario, Lillian with 41 HP. Trying to at least maneuver back around CT as she approaches market.
This timing, if she moves, nope, she's going towards window. It could have been interesting. At this point, save the weapon, grab that op if she can find it for Temple A. Should be in the connector. Or even that, to try to get some exits to try to really put a dent into ArkAngel's economy, but they might have just heard her trying to jump out of the window.
There it is, going to be picking up the
There
op.
we go.
Good call on that, Garrett. And now the full save is in full effect as she starts to retreat up top mid, then back to safety.
Yep, and actually, Pat's going to have to, with her op on catwalk, exit there, so she's going to walk into Lillian if she wants to peek. So a potential op battle is going to come here, but she's going to have a little bit of support from her teammate, Luka.
Two of the players going to be coming through Cat for ArkAngel.
She wants to just continue to hide here. There's no need to peek, but it looks like Luka's going right for her.
Oh, she's going to hear him right now. Luka wrapping around the left-hand side of the box will be taken down and
That's
out. One
costly.
more member, very costly. ArkAngel walks away with the round win, their first here of map number 2. But at what cost? Exactly right, Garrett.
Temple, though, has not a lot of money, but Lillian saving that op is going to be huge for them to have a good, strong buy here behind that op. So Team Z is looking still pretty solid, but if they lose this round, that's where ArkAngel can start getting control of the map, especially on their pick.
First pause comes out of the map. Surprised that it took this long, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of times with teams where they even are going down like 6, 7, 8, 1, and they don't call a timeout. A lot of teams wait until the last second, but so far we got to say in this tournament, I've been very impressed with how many timeouts have been called completely early in the half, which is the way to do it. You want to catch things before it festers and before it gets out of control, rather than like we saw a couple teams, I believe yesterday, call a timeout maybe 13th or 14th round when they've been losing. And at that point, it's a little bit too late. You want to do a little bit earlier when you catch the things that you need to say and get the coach's involvement.
Pause has at least resumed, and we are going to be getting into round number 7 of map number 2. 5-1. Team Z in the lead.
Oh, going to an aggressive, fast rush on the A. I like
Very
this
aggressive.
play.
One of the players going through Palace will be trying to find the connections. Lillian not able to find it just yet and will be traded out. Same with Jenny. 3 versus 4 in favor of ArkAngel. Now still very aggressively pushing onto A site.
And that's it. Now you got to save your gun. It is done with and over. You got Temple on low HP. You got to save that op for the next round to give yourself a chance. Really good job by ArkAngel to call that. You see a lot in timeouts when a team calls a timeout. The opposing team, instead of doing something slow, they rush. They try to catch you off guard when you're not expecting it because, you know, Team Z is probably calling a timeout, saying, okay, this is what we want to do. We got to watch out for this, this, and this. And ArkAngel is like, nope, we're not doing a default. We're not doing anything you just talked about. We're just going to rush you, get the momentum on our side, and now it's going to be a 5-2 score line with Team Z on low money across the board. And right now, it's actually, I think it's looking pretty good for ArkAngel, even though Team Z started off 5-0 when looking dominant.
Bomb will be detonating. Round secured here for ArkAngel. 5-2 as we approach round number 8. A necessary pickup here. Back-to-back round victories for ArkAngel, now starting to at least mount that comeback that was starting to evade them, as Team Z was putting up round after round after round, the first 5 of the map to be exact. But it's still not claimed yet. Team Z is still going to be trying to come off of this with a dominant comeback.
And Temple has a really good spawn here to go towards connector in middle and get a pick on top mid as they come out middle. If she wants to take that, but it looks like she's going to elect just to play ticket, which is fine, doing a full retake on A, which can work off. But here you go. Teammate is doing the default towards top middle. But the way they take middle is sloppy, and they find a long-range SMG kill. And then ZOWIE taking the push
Wow.
on Underpass. This is a big, this is an upset right now. This is going to be a big win for Team Z if they can pull this out.
Not what ArkAngel wanted to be facing off against off the back of those back-to-back round wins. But now, as it stands, it's a 3v5 scenario, heavily favored towards Team Z, holding on the B site.
Temple wait for that smoke to dissipate so she can peek towards the middle player. She hears her running back.
Oh, on the cat, able to at least get
awkward
around
timing.
the corner. Yeah, unfortunately. Pat, though, going to be peeking out once again. Lillian going to be trying to get into connector and will be spotted out. The AK shots ring true, and out goes Lillian 4v3.
But ZOWIE get a nice aggressive push. Now they're the last player spot where the bomb is, so they know they got to go towards B unless they want to stop and fall back. But again, look at Jenny, though. If they want to fall back, Jenny's got to cut off on the flank. They have no idea she pushed A-Hall, so she's going to be key to holding this win for her, while Temple holds off the... Oh, they're just falling back from B. If ArkAngel wanted to, they can just walk into B and get the bomb down. It seems like Team Z is afraid that they're already in there, getting ready to play, and Jenny's making this flank.
Flank coming out. Jenny could be in a position to really be a thorn in the sides of the members of ArkAngel. One tap comes out from the D, able to find the connection. Out goes Trix, and then the one D comes in. Out goes Pat, and the Team Z victory comes in here. Round number 6 going to be secured.
Amazing aggression from Team Z across the board. Yeah, ZOWIE go down underpass and push up and kill the solo B player. And at the same time, while all that action was happening in middle in that B, you had Jenny doing a solo push on the A-Halls to continue with that flank. Good aggression across the board. And now I want to see Temple. What she's going to do with that op. She's got to use a little more towards middle because the way ArkAngel's taking middle, it's got a little bit sloppy. It's giving potential op shots to the CT team if she's able to connect with them.
Jenny going to be moving in to that nest position, but Trix was already set up on top mid, able to find the op shot and drop down one of the dominant players here on the Team Z squad. Another goes out. ZOWIE going to be spotted by Lair with the AK.
Yeah, a little bit too much aggression there from ZOWIE going for the A-Hall push as it already worked the previous round. Still not out of question yet because it hasn't been much being taken, so Temple's got to be a little bit more proactive with the op and try to find an opening. She could get a pick here on the window player. Oh, the timing. Oh, that's awkward.
A little bit awkward. A little bit awkward, but the push continues to at least be mounted here. Through connector on to A site is where ArkAngel is going to be wanting to make this rotation. Bomb coming through Palace will be dropping down here shortly to get the plant onto A. Molotov zoning off of any type of CT rotation that could be coming from CT spawn. The bomb has gone down.
Yeah, it's all going to come to Lillian and find some kills here if she can get 2.
Nice, nice, nice!
Oh my god, and Temple gets the other one, so now we're down to 2v2. This is definitely winnable. They don't know there's a player towards the window, but here it comes Shilodi with the big flank.
What an unnecessary and aggressive push around the CT corner by ArkAngel.
Oh, look at this.
Spray comes out, Shilodi able to find it, now a 2v1, heavily in favor of Team Z. Boy, have they been able to come back off of this and just need to find Coochie here in jungle, but Coochie finds Shilodi, able to drop her down. And Temple is defusing behind the box.
It's going to take too long.
No, she's not going to be able to get it. The defuse comes out, and the round victory goes over to Team Z. That's unfortunately going to be yet another misplay coming out from ArkAngel. 7-2 in favor of Team Z.
Absolutely crazy. A huge win for them, but they're low on money now because all of them died.
Yeah.
And an interesting play by Temple, instead of throwing the smoke on the bomb early and running into it and defusing it, which would have forced the would have forced the T's to basically be aggressive and try to pick her. Instead, very unfortunate for her, but they ended up mauling too late, and she dropped the smoke as she was defusing. Really good play by Temple there, but also very lucky and unfortunate for ArkAngel. But they still have control over the economy. Look at the buy from ArkAngel, and that's the pick I was looking for happening, but Jenny unfortunately missing that first shot.
Lair going to be holding on the top mid. Jenny going to be holding on the stairs, trying to scope out Palace, waiting for Trix to at least exit through that direction.
Playing 4 towards A once again. They did this in the very first, in the pistol round. It feels like they're just taking the risk, thinking like ArkAngel is going to take A. And from the looks of it, it looks exactly like that.
ArkAngel has had no success on B side, so I guess this is the play to make. Coming through connector will be Coochie spotted out. Unfortunately, though, for Tempo, going to be turned on and taken out of the game.
Really unfortunate. I'm not unable to connect on those players going to the window. They're 2 very low players. ZOWIE with the SMG trying to find the second kill with the player coming at the halls, which is going to be Trix with the off. That's an awkward angle. She should not be trying to press that. Jenny connecting with a player coming up connector. It looks like, though, ArkAngel might end up falling back to go towards B because it's wide open.
3v3 scenario. ZOWIE going to be dropped down to 28% HP, so HP definitely favors ArkAngel as they try to at least get a plant on to B site. It is secured off of that rotation. Now going to see a rotation coming in from Team Z to at least try to contest this. Bomb has gone down. Will be planted by Aluka.
They're going to need a lot of luck to win this. They can hear this flank coming up, and Trix hears it from behind, but she's a little bit delayed. Misses the
Coming
shot.
out. Ooh, Trix going to be dropped down very low HP. 35% is what she's working with now, trying to get the angle on Agility, and will be able to with the AWP shot. Drops it down
That
to
should
a
be the
3v2
save.
advantage.
That should be the save. It should not. After that player dies, they need to fall back immediately. But instead of Jenny trying to find a pick into B, going to cost herself an op, and ZOWIE going to be falling back. But look at the economy on Team Z. They're going to be into almost a double save here. And ArkAngel's looking pretty good to put the scoreline back to 7-5. But then again, I got to mention this.
Mention it, Garrett.
Team Z has been very good on
Yes.
eco rounds.
Yeah, they really have.
So definitely can't leave that out of the question. I would expect them to do something towards middle and push it because ArkAngel's been playing middle every round on defaults. Team Z needs to do something aggressive towards middle and try to catch them off guard running into middle sloppy.
Round number 11 is going to be underway here, 7-3 in favor of Team Z as they look to at least try to extend this lead over ArkAngel once again on the map that ArkAngel ended up picking. The push going to be coming out, sending 3 over towards that.
Oh, big knife there. That doesn't help.
Yeah, big knife. Not at all.
A little bit more damage on their own teammates. Playing 5 towards A, but they have flashes. They full bot behind this. Curious decision. They need to win this round. This is a critical round. The pop flash is getting ready to come over middle for them to rush it. If they wait a little bit longer, this could really pay off.
Lillian could be holding underpass from Connector, trying to at least spot out any type of rotation that
Here
could come
comes.
from ArkAngel. On from Cat, though, the shots start to at least connect. Tempo trying to at least flash out. Lair going to be able to find one connection. Luca going to be able to at least try, but not able to. There comes Tempo with the Deagle. Able to find 2 connections. ZOWIE with the AK on Gucci. 3 of the members down for ArkAngel. Garrett, this was the round that they had to win, but now it's looking worse for wear as they only have 2 members remaining. Trix with an AWP, Pat with an AK, now breaching on to B site.
Yeah, and Jenny's trying to get out too early. That's too early. Oh my God, but again, missing the shots. ArkAngel, once again, this is the biggest thing that they've been having trouble with is connecting. That nade's going to be missing the mark. Jenny rushing her. 3v1.
Oh, Trix dropped down, and
Oh
out
my
they
God.
go. The defuse going to be coming in here for Team Z, and it's getting loud here from the Team Z stage desks as they pick up yet again another round victory, 8-3 as we enter into round number 12.
I can't explain to you how critical that round is.
Yeah.
To force buy behind that and put yourself in that vulnerable position where you actually might even end up losing the half. Taking that risk, stacking towards A, and finding those picks was absolutely huge. So good job on them. But again, the story of this BO3 so far has been ArkAngel's inability to connect on their shots. That should have been an easy kill on Jenny trying to enter B there. And ArkAngel, unfortunately, missing those shots, costing them a round. And it's been the story of the game. They're just not able to connect. They're just not on today.
Round number 12 underway here as ArkAngel tries to at least find something that they can do here to combat the likes of the effectiveness of the squad of Team Z.
We're going to have Jenny back on the op instead of Temple, electing to change it up. Jenny making an aggressive push on the A-Hall, but she doesn't realize someone's already pushed behind her. And there you go. Kuchi getting that initial pick, which is usually the B player. If they know this, they can call what's going to about to happen on the A take because she's normally the B player. That should be a tell.
Now the push going to be coming out here from T side through the A tunnel. Molotov's coming out, trying to zone off any type of push. Peeking, though, it's going to be ZOWIE able to find Kuchi, the player who got the previous kill onto Jenny and picked up the AWP. Now Trix up there from the same position. A full rush coming out from T side, and they're going to be able to find 3 frags on top of Team Z. 1v4.
Save the weapon. Save the weapon.
The sweet serenade of Garrett here. But it
Again,
is gonna be a save.
they've been winning save rounds in low buy, so you
Right.
might as well take that to your advantage and try to bring that into the next round because they will have enough to do an okay buy next round.
And that seems to be the thing. As long as Team Z is able to keep at least one effective weapon, they don't mind rolling into the rest of it with possibly even just upgraded pistols.
And so far, the only rounds ArkAngel has won on gun rounds has been when Team Z's made aggression pushes on the A-Halls and unable to connect with it. They've gotten picked off twice there. And Sterling's not really saving. She's trying to get some kills in the exit weapons from ArkAngel. She's going to find 2 here. Nope, she's going to die.
Oh,
Nope, she's
turns
gonna
it
find-
around, is able to find Trix,
And
takes
look at
away the
that.
AWP from ArkAngel, and picks up the round win, 8-4.
And she finds that of all the weapons to kill someone and to pick up, it's the op.
Yeah.
Which is, if you want to win a save round, an op is a good way to start.
It is.
We still haven't seen Team Z do anything kind of aggressive towards middle and pushing top mid. I would love to see this round right here because ArkAngel's getting a little bit sloppy with how they've been taking it.
Op going back over to Jenny, who throws it back over to ZOWIE.
I guess no one knows who wants the op.
Hey, you take it. No, you take it. Well, maybe just give it to Temple. The push comes out, though. Team Z going to be taking at least a dominant hold on to A site. The rotation coming.
Here comes
3
the
going to be
mid-push.
going top mid for Team ArkAngel. Shots come out. Shillity going to be dropped down and out by the hands of Pat. More shots coming as Temple and her teammate Lillian get dropped. 2 remaining members of Team Z to combat the likes of 4 of ArkAngel.
The real way to do that mid-push is to have the op anchor you from far behind while the pistols move up. So when they wrap around that corner into the open, the op gets the initial pick and it spurts off ArkAngel and disrupts their teamwork. And unfortunately, ZOWIE was playing towards A, and the players that were rushing middle had no pop flash to help support them, and they were just able to get picked off.
Bomb plant goes back to be able to find the plant. 4 members of ArkAngel alive, holding all 4 corners of this B site plant. And it's just going to be a save round. Team Z not going to be combating this whatsoever. Keep the op in your hands for the next round.
ArkAngel, though, doing a good job trying to claw back. It's been a battle for them. Haven't been able to string too many rounds together. The max they've been able to do has been 2.
Question, is ZOWIE going to be able to catch any of these rotations coming out from ArkAngel?
Yep, she's going to get 2 because they have to leave the kitchen.
Coming out of kitchen, easy
1.
spot, easy kill. Coming in for ZOWIE. Will she be able to spot, though, one other player?
Oh, no, she had 100 HP. So she's
Able to save.
Oh, but she's going to peek.
Oh, and she peeks with a knife down. Almost caught Jenny off guard. Very close, but a round victory for ArkAngel.
Okay. All right, 8-5 scoreline. We're going to get a goodbye behind on Team Z.
When you have that sapphire knife, sometimes you just got to pull it out.
I know. It's too pretty. You're just looking at it.
Yeah.
Team Z needs to put these last 2 rounds together. They're looking so dominant so far in the first half, but they're letting it slip, and ArkAngel clawing back, taking round by round.
8-5, round number 14 underway here. The second to last round of the first half of map number 2. Again, Team Z walking away with the victory on map number 1, looking to try to close out the best of 3 series here on map number 2, the map that ArkAngel selected themselves.
Yeah, the bomb is over towards B here. They're doing it. They're trying to do a fake default and let them know they have pressure towards middle, but they only did it with 1 player. And they're ending up to fall back towards B with the bomb there, but they have 2 players playing A very passive. They're putting no pressure on the map. If Team Z does a kind of push to find out information, it could really pay off for them. But they need to do it in 20 seconds. But right now, it looks like 3 are going towards B and maybe a fake towards A.
2 pushing up very, very aggressively here through the B apps. Going to be spotted out here very shortly. The
Temple.
spray comes in. Temple picking up a 2K onto Luca and Kuchi, dropping down the advantage here. But Jenny going to be traded out shortly thereafter over on A site.
But look at Shillity. She's pushing underground really fast. She's going to get caught in the flank. She made a lot of noise. There it is. Pat catching on the flank. That's costly. There's no reason to do that.
Shots come in, though. Lair going to be dropped down and out. 3v2 scenario in favor of Team Z. Temple dropped down to 21% HP. Lillian down to 74. So they need to be careful, but certainly still in their favor as the rotation comes out from T side. ArkAngel trying to at least find a plant on A site.
Lillian must hear them running up here, but they also might have heard her going underneath the balcony.
Not going to be peeking it just yet. Pat able to find the frag on the Lillian. Now A site going to be clear for the plant as a quick rotation comes in from ZOWIE and Temple of Team Z.
Temple is on low HP. They have no utility, so it's just going to be a straight up battle. They know someone's at fire.
Nice
ZOWIE
shot.
gained the connection.
Ooh, needs to look down.
Oh, but Temple trade. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Very, very good trade right there. Temple going to be able to get the defuse. 5 seconds left. Round victory going over to Team Z. 9-5 is where we will sit going into the last round of the first half.
Yeah, even though they lost the round, ArkAngel did a good enough job to fake towards A that pulled all the players from Team Z off. It's just unfortunately for them, Temple with her aggressive nature was already getting set up to push at B and was able to connect with 2. So if there's any other team, honestly, besides Team Z, with how aggressive they've been playing, I think ArkAngel is absolutely dominating this half, and if any of the teams in this tournament so far.
I think you're right. I don't think the takeaway from this so far is that ArkAngel is a bad team, because they're definitely not. They're just playing up against the likes of Team Z, who is an incredibly aggressive team, a team that's hard to predict what type of movements they're going to be making.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely no pressure towards top mid this round. I think that's Jenny's smoke to throw one way, trying to catch the player here in middle.
From connector, Molly will be diffusing that smoke. We'll be looking at that top mid position, though, trying to catch out Lair.
And they're down to 42 HP. It's a little bit different strategy we've seen from ArkAngel. We haven't seen him to go 2 underpass and 2 top mid. It's the first time for that. Usually that will indicate that they're going to squeeze on towards A, but the bomb is all the way back in T-spawn, which leaves the option for them to go back to B still open.
Connector still going to be held by Jenny right now, trying to get a flash over.
Making all that noise, though. They hear in the connector.
3 members going to be peeking in. It's going to be Kuchi dropped down immediately by Jenny, but Jenny gets traded out. ZOWIE going down as well. A 4v3 in favor of ArkAngel. As
Lillian.
Lair and the rest of the squad try to find the frags, though. Peeking right in behind. Able to find the frag. Lillian goes down.
All came down to Lynn and find that pick there. Temple going to go through connector. Pat playing this tight angle.
There it
She's not
is.
going to be able to check it.
Blair goes down. Temple
Oh,
gets
she
connected
found
on.
it.
It's going to be a 2v1. Shillity, full HP, able to find the drop onto the bomb. Now going to be a 1v1. Aluka, 58 HP, has to find some way to hold off against this, but she's not going to be able to reach the bomb. It's going to be Team Z walking away with the final round win of the half. 10-5 as we reach into the second half of map number 2. Garrett, it's looking like Team Z is wanting to close out this best of 3 after map number 2, and they are getting excited. It's loud right behind us, and that's the Team Z desk. Make no mistake about it.
I can't explain to you how many rounds ArkAngel had that was in their control that they just whiffed. And I don't mean strategy-wise, I mean aim. You saw that player in connector. I can't remember who exactly was. I think it was Pat. Had the free kill on Temple going up connector, but she whiffed, and it allowed Temple to get that kill and put damage on the second player who was in the site to allow Lillian to clear it off. Not Lillian, sorry, I think it was ZOWIE maybe.
Yes.
But either way, so many times in this half already has been missed shots that have given Team Z an opportunity. You can look at the faces right now on the screen.
Whenever the head is
They look
on,
down,
or
yes.
whenever the hand is on the forehead, then you know that things are really stressful, that things are really starting to at least wear down on this ArkAngel squad, who again, prior to this ZOWIE Divina tournament, has found massive success in previous lands, but unfortunately against the likes of Team Z, they're not able to repeat that.
Yeah, it's just demoralizing. BO3s are long, and then after that drubbing they had on the first map, to lose rounds like that on the first half of this map, it just takes your morale down. And now you got to find your way to claw back and make it like what? They have to win this half 11. They got to get 11 rounds to win this map. It's hard to do, and you have to be mentally strong to do it, which they definitely are capable of. It just comes down to Team Z and how aggressive they want to be.
That it does. First round of the second half is underway. The pistol round, which Team Z has been so dominant in holding control of so far throughout this best of 3. Kuchi going to be spotting out this push coming from Team Z through the A location. Shillity finds the entry frag onto Kuchi, drops her down 4v5 in favor of Team Z. One more trade, though, back onto Ginny will be evening out the odds. One more frag, though, onto Aluka. Drops her down. Trix able to find a nice 2K onto Shillity and Lillian. Now going to be a 2v3, switching it back into favor of ArkAngel. As Zhao Wu evens the odds once again.
Yeah, they don't have any kind of smoke for the bomb. They have no kits either. It's going to be Aqua trying to defuse with 10 seconds and to come down to Temple. She has the best position to catch anyone. She wants to catch one in rotation. Thinks that there it is. That's it. That's the round.
That's the round for sure. Not going to be able to find the defuse is Pat now forced to at least try to chase the kill.
She found it.
Oh. And then she found a bullet to the head. Exactly what we thought to be expected from Temple. Solid position up in Palace. A nice round victory going once again the pistol round towards Team Z.
Yeah, ArkAngel had a cool setup there at Ticket there. You had one player contest and fight, and it left the other player hiding and Ticket that they were not expecting. She was able to find one, but unfortunately she got killed from a jumping Glock, which is, the luckiest thing in the world. But at the same time, unfortunate for them. And then the Team Z gave them an opportunity to win that round by pushing into spawn carelessly. Instead, again, trying to be too aggressive rather than working together as a team. They're feeling themselves just a little too much.
Top mid push coming out from Team Z. Trying to get some shots fired through Nest. Xiaowu going to find the connection on Underpass with Pat.
ArkAngel electing for the full save with just upgraded pistols. Going to have to try to force buy next round because they have a long way to claw back and you can't save too many. Team Z doing a default towards B. Very safe thing to do on a save run especially.
2 over towards Cat. One going to be holding connector, making sure no rotation comes in from that direction. But the shot comes out. Trix able to find the nice 1D. Gone to Xiaowu, but the return comes in. Shillity as well as Lillian taking out Aluka and Trix. Just 2 remaining members on the side of ArkAngel trying to at least stand still and stand strong.
Oh, she's going to knife her.
Oh, man.
This is the first knife of the tournament.
This is going to be big money coming in for Temple.
Oh, she's trolling her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Come on.
She just threw away like a lot of money.
A lot of money. A lot of money. That was an easy knife kill right there, and it would have been a stylistic nice kill as well. For the highlight
the BM
reels.
is coming out, huh?
It is coming out. Why not just stand behind your opponent? I mean, this is Team Z really getting a hold over ArkAngel, and if you're one of the other teams here competing in the ZOWIE Divina tournament, you have to be a little bit concerned about the playstyle coming out from the squad.
Yeah, exactly, because every other team in this tournament besides Orange is very passive and methodical what they do, and Team Z is very aggressive and very skilled. And on the first day, you thought that they were just being too sloppy, but but it seems like today they've put it together and they're working better in unison. And now other teams got to be on alert because they are looking really strong.
The aggressive play style is hard to execute off of. It lends itself to a lot of risk, a lot of loss to be had if you don't play it exactly right. And you can tell, yes, Garrett, Team Z went home last night. They talked to the coach. They shored up the weaknesses, maybe even in practice, and are going to be looking good here as they continue on through the rest of the second half of map number 2. 12-5 as it stands. Team Z still in a dominant lead over ArkAngel.
Team Z looks pretty comfortable on this map. They're going to go back into that 3-2 split towards B, taking no chances and spreading out. They're just going to stick together as a unit and trade out. 4 towards A, though, as well. This is a very perfect time to call this strat. There's absolutely no support towards B with Kuchi.
Few shots going to be coming out here. The rotation over through B apps going to be held by Team Z. One player going to be holding on to Van. Pat trying to spray down the jump coming off, and that's going to be the frag coming out onto ZOWIE. Lillian trades out Pat and Trix, though. 2 members going down for ArkAngel, as well as Shillity dropping out. 3v3 as Lair gets dropped out. That's going to lend the advantage over back towards Team Z as they are going to be trying to execute off the plant onto B site. Tempo holding. Aluka at bay will be able to find the one tap onto Aluka.
Yeah, it's becoming a shooting gallery at this point.
Yeah.
Team Z just feeling it really good right now. All their aim is completely on, and ArkAngel's isn't. It's still 2v1. It's possible to win this, but can't really hear the bomb, but there is no kiss. So if she wants to win, she has to go now.
Fast rotation coming out of one of the players of Team Z, trying to at least help support this B site plant. Lillian behind the bench, going to be at least trying to seek some cover and hold off against Kuchi, but finds the AK shot and takes her down. Another round going the way of Team Z, 13-5. Just 3 more rounds away from walking away with the best of 3 victory.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure what ArkAngel can do to try to turn this back around. They got a low buy here, just SMGs, and try to get themselves back in it. It's going to be very hard for them to do, but they need to do something more aggressive. Their passive stuff just has not been working. And I got to say, even though they're losing this bad, it sounds awkward. It sounds weird to say, but like strategy-wise, they've been doing fine.
Yes.
It just comes down, they're literally just missing all their one-on-one battles and their individual fights. They're losing all of them because of how strong Team Z is. And at the same time, ArkAngel's just off today. You can just tell.
Yeah, you really can. Something just seems amiss. And again, Garrett, I think a lot of this contributes to the fact that Team Z's untraditional play style is really catching them off guard. Perhaps they prepared more for these traditional teams, these more methodical and strategical teams, and not so much the aggro play style.
Yeah, and even though I don't want to take anything away from Team Z in terms of their strategies, because they are doing solid strategies. They're just relying a little bit more on their individual skill and their aim.
I mean, the aggro play style,
compared to other teams.
You can counter it. You can definitely put up a counter to it, but Team Z is executing off of it beautifully. They're not
nice
leaving
shot.
any room open. ArkAngel, Aluka able to come in there with the 1D gun to Shillity. Take out one of the members, evening out the player count currently here in round number 19.
This is a great boost from Jenny here. Oh, she's going to flank towards A, going to CT spawn. Unfortunately, she didn't go the other way because Kuchi's lined up right in her path, in her teammate's path, Lillian. If she's able to get that pick, that's her way to win, but she's going to get this flank here.
Flank coming out.
Could have knifed her.
Well, you know what? Jenny's not going to be trolling like Temple. She's going to be able to find the quick kill. However, Kuchi
Nice shot.
turns it back onto Lillian. Jenny with another one onto Kuchi, though.
Trix got to run through the smoke, trying to find an early pick. Again, trying to retake these sites with no kit. You got to be aggressive and quick. Otherwise, there's just no point even going for it.
Bomb is going to be planted. CT trying to at least rotate through connector, making sure that Nest is going to be clear. But it is going to be a deadly task for Trix and Pat to try to find the defuse. The Deagles are in full effect here. And this is looking like it's going to be the 4th victory in a row for Team Z.
Yeah, Trix trying to draw them into her teammate in the corner who's hiding. Trying to find that free weapon for next round. Unfortunately, unable to collect. At max loss bonus, they're going to be able to have a decent buy here. 14-5, they got to do it now.
Yeah,
do or die.
That's essentially what this is here. Team Z walks away with this round win. They're going to be putting it at least a tie situation. And at this type of deficit of round victories for ArkAngel, it's not looking like that's going to be the case.
But we got the double op setup coming out from Aluka and Trix. We haven't seen this from ArkAngel ever.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to play off this effectively.
Hey.
Trix going to be rolling here into the nest, though, trying to scope down on top mid, waiting for any of the members of Team Z to rotate across, but they're not going to be doing so. Looks like they're setting up for a dominant A push.
Yeah, they're going to do a set execution on A with one player towards middle faking it, which will be Temple. Unless she's not going to fake it and just come do a complete flank. Either way, this is a pretty solid. If you're facing against a double op setup, one of the best ways to do it is a set execute on A, because you're going to smoke off all the important choke points for the op. They're not going to be able to get their shots connecting, and then they're going to rely on retaking A with an op, which is not the best move.
No, certainly not. ArkAngel trying to at least prep the landscape on A's site to try to hold back any type of a push coming out from Team Z, but now Shility has pushed up. She's got the AK prepped and ready to spray down on top of Kuchi or any other member of ArkAngel that presents themselves. Going to be positioned now behind Firebox as the rest of the crew from Team Z moves in. But Kuchi's got a dominant position. She's going to be able to spray down, finds one tap, and is going to be trying to look for more through the smoke, though, now back into Palace.
Excellent job by Kuchi being able to survive that long. They got to push into and try to find that frag, and they're going to be completely surrounded by all the CTs. Again, though, it's double op setup trying to come retake here. Going to get, oh, not the connect. There we go. Finally going to get it. The bomb is down, so time is ticking.
From the stairs, though, it's going to be Trix on the Shility.
Look at Trix,
kill on the Ginny.
4 kills. Got the op, got 4 kills. Feeling a little bit that round. Again, if you want to come back, this is how you got to do it. You got to take it round by round. Slow pace. There's no rush in this. It's going to be for the long haul.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Hopefully ArkAngel is in it for the long haul. I know Garrett and I are. If we can see this map number 3, it'd be pretty exciting, especially between these two teams.
ArkAngel trying to look to make it closer. Got the double op set up again. Electing to invest the money. They're going for it. There's absolutely no point in being conservative with the money. If you're trying to win this game, you got to do a little bit of a switch up in their strategies, and double op setup is something new for ArkAngel.
What are we just going to full execute on the sites until we get that victory?
That's a very valid strategy, actually. You can just continue to do the same shot over and over again. It's got to work sometimes. With the double op setup in the middle coming through, first 2 picks coming in.
The ops really,
on the op.
Their ops reigning supreme here for ArkAngel. It's good that they were able to finally pick them up. But my question, Garrett, is what happens if they lose them?
Doesn't look like they're going to be losing this round, but who knows? We've seen Team Z win these unlikely rounds before. Off their back of the aggression. Lillian's going to try to get this pick on Kuchi through the smoke. Going to get a pop flash through, maybe. Oh, they should have heard that scope. If they can hear that scope in the window, they know she's there.
Trix holding on to Nest.
Looks like they're going to fall back towards A. Shiloti has to fall back with the team. We got the team, so ArkAngel as a player pushed up in the A halls who's going to win this, basically secure this round. There's no way they're going to lose this round unless the A player goes down. And when you push up aggressively in the halls like that, this late in the round, it's just going to call early for a rotation if she hears anything or gets an early kill.
Bomb going to be rotating likely through Palace, where one of the members of ArkAngel is currently sitting at columns.
And that bomb is going to get dropped, I'm telling you right now.
Looking right in that direction. Spots out Lillian, tries to get the frag, is able to do so, and the bomb does go down inside of Palace. Another member of Team Z gets dropped down, and now it's going to be Temple. Shility finds the return frag onto Aluka. A 1v4, but Shility is going to go into full save mode, keep that op rolling here into the next round.
Exactly. And Team Z now trying to find their way to get back in this with behind the economy. They're so low on money. They just got to save up. There's absolutely no rush to close out this map. Save up a couple rounds. Make sure you got the economy behind you, that you're able to support yourself with some good utility, and then pick a shot that you want to run. But for right now, there's no need to force buy behind this and make it harder on yourself. They have a double op setup. There's absolutely no reason to rush this match. 14-7, you got them. You got the control, and that's a good time for a timeout. Coach running through with the team, trying to get some tips on what to do to come back here. Even though they do have the win, there's absolutely no rush. Just working out what they want to do strategy-wise. Most likely going to go for a full save here. They do have the op saved.
They do.
So they could buy behind it if they want to. There's also just, it's not necessary.
No.
But at the same time, you want to invest a little bit behind it. So maybe some body armor and upgraded pistols. That's all you want to give into this, though.
So they will be at least trying to get a grasp on this, talking to the coach, making sure that they're not losing too much here in the process because, again, ArkAngel has picked up the last 2 round wins in pretty high fashion.
They full bot behind it.
Yeah, full bot behind it. They're really trying to support whatever is going to be coming out here in this round. This is Team Z with that full aggression, Garrett, that we've known from them throughout the last 2 days, and they're trying to close this game out, but it's not done just yet. Pushing off the top mid, Trix can be holding onto that position with the AWP prepped and ready. Shot comes out, going to be missing its mark.
Good smoke for window to push back the op. This will be the 4th opper for Team Z to show up in this match. ZOWIE having it this time. Only one who's not opt just yet is Lillian.
Well, we got at least a few more rounds. Maybe.
Who knows? It could happen.
Maybe it'll happen.
It looks like they're going to go into a 3-2B split. In order for this to be successful, they need to make sure they save a smoke for top connector so they can't get pushed upon. But Kuchi's going to play catwalk real aggressive, so it's going to come down to her holding it by herself. It looks like Temple's going to fall back towards B, so it's going to be a four-woman hit on B. Maybe one person with the fake. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're saying one person has to draw nades. Nice shot.
Able to secure
and that's
B
open
site.
B. There's no one else
That's
there.
open B, and that's an unfortunate situation that ArkAngel is currently in. Going to have to send player after player to try to rotate in through Market. Able to find one frag will be Trix on Agility, but there's still going to be 4 players of Team Z holding on the site. That's going to be another one. This is huge right now for Trix. She is absolutely destroying the players from Team Z holding on to B site.
Yeah, Zawu's got to get aggressive with this op. She's going to be key here. She has the strongest weapon. Everyone else is weak at once. Jenny gets the SMG kills. This off from Zawu. It's down to 3v2, stuck in the corner. And this, oh, look at this. I don't even know what happened, but it just collapsed. ArkAngel game picked apart by the op. And unfortunately, getting killed by Mac 10 at long distance.
What a huge effort coming from Trix, though, of ArkAngel with that AWP. Unfortunate that it didn't end up swinging in their favor, but they've got to do something here. They need 8 rounds in a row to tie Team Z as we enter into match point.
And like, I definitely wouldn't have bought or invested all that money in behind that round.
No.
But at the same time, just the way Team Z plays and their style is just who they are. And now they're looking to finish it off with the death blow.
Full A execute going to be in play here as Shildy leads the charge up on top of Tetris, trying to spot out any of the members of ArkAngel who have already moved in on A site. Aluka going to be able to find the frag on Shildy, but Lillian finds 2 reverse frags onto Aluka and Lair.
Open sight here, gonna clip Lillian through the box, bring it down to 33. 3v2, low to nice shot by Trix. Oh, she spots one on fire though. She's gonna be able to try to connect on that. They do have a molly for that corner.
Temple dropped down to 1 HP, Lillian down to 30. Temple will be flushed out
Oh.
of the game. Jenny dropped down to 4. However, the trades come out. 2 players left, and it's going to be ArkAngel walking away with a round victory. They're at least still trying to claw at this. They don't want to exit out of the final best of 3 of the evening, going home with a loss.
Unfortunate because Team Z got into the site, got the first 2 kills. It was 4v3, but then again, one thing that Team Z has been having a hard time doing, at least, is playing the bomb. They're taking too long to get in the site and get the bomb down, and by doing that, you're allowing ArkAngel to have rotations come in and make it even more difficult when you want to attempt to get the bomb down. So Team Z's got to, funny enough, you know how aggressive and fast they are, they're not fast at playing the bomb. So that's the problem been so far.
Trix going to be defaulting back to that nest position, holding on with the AWP to top mid, as a full push is the least favoring towards the B side for now.
Yeah, and they bought behind us once again. Elected not to save. They got the smokes and utility ready to do a push onto B and do an execute. But again, look at the B push. This is a bad time for ArkAngel. They can get caught here. There's a pop flash, there's smoke, but they're going to elect to fall back. Kuchi's going to stay close by.
Still going to be holding on to B apps, though. Not falling back too far. Kuchi holding, going to be at least popping off a smoke, trying to stall any type of push coming out of the members of Team Z. Rotating back to B site, going to be holding that dominantly as they still have 1 player left up. Pat trying to spray down, not able to find the connection. Team Z's Xiaowu able to find the SMG kill on the Pat. Trix with the op once again on Agility.
Oh my.
Ooh, this is not looking good. 3v2. As Trix takes a lot of damage, Luca gets a lot of damage as well, but ArkAngel is able to secure another round victory. Still 15 rounds won by Team Z, but ArkAngel still climbing towards that 9 rounds.
Trix had a funny face there when they got that round. She looked like I had a sigh of relief, like she was worried that they were going to lose it. 15-9, absolutely no reason to buy. Please save, please save. There's absolutely no need. Again, 15-10, sorry, 15-9, it's going to be 15-10. 15-9, lots of time to still win this map. Take your time, get the weapons behind you. They haven't had a full buy in quite some time. Luca going to be on
full
the
A
up.
execute.
Yep. Double op setup coming through, and so far Leo's been playing.
Oh, that nade.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Ooh. You hear the oohs from the people, the people in the venue. Ooh.
Yeah, Jenny dropped down to 50% HP, Temple down to 24.
Not
the
again.
shots come in. Jenny going to be dropped down and out. However, trade comes back out. 2 members down from Team Z, 2 members down from ArkAngel. Mark that 3 now for ArkAngel. They're only going to be working against 2 more members. A 2v3 scenario favoring towards Team Z, who only needs 1 more round to claim map number 2 in the best of 3 to end out day number 2 with the ZOWIE DIVINA CSGO Women's Asian.
Oh no, she connects with us down to
Championship.
2v1. How did this happen? They had just Glocks. Pat on the staircase, trying to find a pick. Smokes off towards spawn. Zawie's got to push through it.
And there it is. The spray comes out, and Team Z secures the 16th round victory. And the best of 3 ends in 2 matches, both going the way of Team Z. 0 for ArkAngel.
That's heartbreaking. They were trying to make a comeback. And
For
they were,
one team.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the heartbreaking for ArkAngel. They looked pretty solid. They were trying to make the comeback, but unfortunately lost two. Well, not a full save round, but at least one full save with the Glocks, and then the other round was just a force buy. And unfortunately, I don't remember who it was underneath the balcony, was caught off guard trying to pull out a nade. And unfortunately, that timing just worked out perfectly for Team Z, and unfortunately for ArkAngel, down 0-2 now going into small.
A nice show of sportsmanship, but you can tell ArkAngel is not happy with this loss here in this best of 3. Didn't match the performance that we have known them for, but again, it's the play style of Team Z that really caught ArkAngel off guard here in that final map of the day.
Yeah, and I have to give them a little bit of credit because even though it looked a little lopsided during the match, they did look pretty solid in terms of the strategy they were pulling out. It's just like it came down, like I mentioned before previously in the match, they just were missing their shots.
Yeah.
Their aim was off. And if their aim was on, this would have been a completely different story. They looked solid, and in Team Z, they're just playing overconfident because they had such good skill in this tournament so far. It's just unfortunate ArkAngel wasn't able to put it together, but they looked pretty decent. And if they, I don't know, I believe they might be in for tomorrow. I could be wrong. But if they are in tomorrow, I would be expecting them to have a better showing.
Yes.
But unfortunately, it might be a little too late.
It might be our MVP, though, of the final map of the day here for the ZOWIE Divina tournament is going to be ZOWIE. 25 kills, 14 deaths, 2 assists, and 3 opening kills, landing her to a 1.79 KD. Let's square that up, though, with one of the top players from ArkAngel, and it's pretty close right there. See, ArkAngel was not having necessarily a bad day. It's just the scrappiness of Team Z that reigned supreme.
Yeah, ZOWIE had a big day today as well. Even on the previous match, she did pretty well. This one, she clearly led the team in ADR. Trix had a pretty good game herself with the op, able to pick up a 4K near the end of the game. Once she was able to get that op, she was able to put herself in a better position to help her team. But without the op, she wasn't as effective. But right there, you see it as well. Luca had a pretty good game. She had a lot of big kills during the matchup. Again, not total kills, but again, the importance of the kills is what matters.
Tough game for Kuchi and Lair, but as we transition now over to the stats for Team Z, good KDs all around. Certainly very heavily weighted over towards ZOWIE, but that was a very stellar, at least 2 maps that we saw played in the final best of 3. Congratulations over towards Team Z on an outstanding victory.
Yeah, everyone's got to be worried now. And whoever's left in the tournament, the rest of the teams in the tournament need to be worried about Team Z.
Yes.
With how aggressive they play and how skilled they are, I think personally they are the most skilled team in this tournament so far. And other teams that need to be put on notice now that they're coming for you and they're going to try to, I don't know who they're playing tomorrow, but they need to be a little bit worried and find out what they want to do against a team that's so aggressive.
Yeah, exactly right, Garrett. I couldn't have said it any better myself. So what are you going to be looking to see out of ArkAngel, though, as they go home tonight and have a little bit of rest before they break into the games tomorrow?
Just, honestly, I wouldn't even necessarily change anything in terms of strategy. It just comes down to they were just off today.
Yeah.
That's honestly how I feel. I don't believe they had anything wrong with how they approached the game. They just missed shots. That's literally all it came down to. Sometimes it is that simple, and sadly, it just wasn't their day today.
No, it certainly wasn't. But again, things can be corrected on. That's why we have. That's why we have multiple days of gameplay. We'll certainly
get a good rest, get some sleep.
I mean, that's essentially
Hot
pot. That's definitely a good thing to take away from here in Shanghai. But I mean, Garrett, rest is a big component of this. As you mentioned here in one of the previous games, best of 3s, they're not short duration matches. This is going to be a test of endurance for a lot of these women who are competing here in this tournament. And well, some of them are kind of coming into a bit of a shock here because the amount of mental fortitude that is required to keep your A game strong throughout the entirety of the tournament is pretty massive.
A lot of these women have not been in tournaments before on land that have this many matches. Like best of 3s, a lot of the tournaments we have nowadays are just one map, just quick turnover. But again, going to this one where every matchup is a best of 3, and over the course of several days, it's longer than they're used to, and it's going to be something that they're not comfortable with. And as the tournament goes on, they will get more comfortable. But at the same time, if they wait too long, they'll already be out. Yeah,
I mean, exactly. Now, pretty much tonight and tomorrow morning is the do or die period for this ArkAngel squad to really shore up any of the weaknesses they were able to identify today.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully they can turn it back around. But again, I'm looking more forward to seeing Team Z continue their run. Even on the first day of their first matchup yesterday, I felt they were the better team in their matchup. Just unfortunately, they were just too YOLO. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now they look like they put it together better now with the help of the coach. And going forward into the rest of the tournament, I feel like I'm going to call this personally, I think they're the team to beat.
Really?
I think the way I'm watching them play, it's scary.
Okay.
The problem is they're a team where they get hot. They're going to be very hard to stop and just dominate. But at the same time, we've seen them let it slip.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest worry. I would love to see. I'm still waiting for that matchup of Orange Sphinx against Team Z. I think that would be a clash of just two aggressive Titans. I would love to see that in the finals, and that's what I actually will predict that to be the finals.
Team Z versus Orange.
Yes.
Okay, well, that would be like the power matchup of aggro teams and would lend itself to a bit of excitement to watch. But I don't know, Garrett. I'm not just sure yet. I think there's a lot of CS.
Who else would you give it to? I mean, they're all solid.
I
Celeste.
don't want any clips of my predictions because I never want to
I don't mind. But Celeste had a really good day today, but their first day was a cause for concern. They didn't look that good.
No.
So everyone's had a little bit of an off day, but the one team that's been looking pretty solid has been Orange Sphinx. And at the same time, Team Z, with how they've been playing with their aggressiveness, I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to translate when they get to play against a little bit better teams.
Sure. I mean, that's, I guess, the big takeaway, at least from this final best of 3 of the day. But as we at least wait for the interview to be had with Team Z, I'm curious to see what the reaction is from our interviewer up on stage and what kind of questions are going to be asked, because I want to learn more about the play style of Team Z. I want to learn about what went into today's matches after yesterday's performance.
Yeah, you saw them clearly make some adjustments. You had Temple on them op more instead of Jenny, which I truly, when I first saw it happen, I didn't understand why they would do that. Because Jenny looked good on the op yesterday, and Temple was an absolute beast with the rifles. And to do that kind of swap in the second day is a bold, risky move. But in the end, it really paid off because of how well they both played.
Certainly did. It certainly did. But that's going to be the end of day number 2. We've got 2 more days, though, Garrett, of this tournament to play out. It's going to be exciting to see how all of the teams still remaining in this tournament are able to at least correct things or continue to grow and build those strategies that are working for them so far here. But I mean, Garrett, takeaway on the day.
Takeaway on the day.
Takeaway on the day.
Just solid CS across the board. We saw a bunch of individual players really step up, but that's why.
Time for the interview.
Yeah, that's why I took it of it.
其实昨天你们也打了 Inferno 这张图，那你们从今天比赛看得出来，你们从昨天到今天是做出了蛮多的调整，可以跟我们稍微分享一下整个过程吗？
我们就放手一搏嘛，就昨天有点紧张，大家可能我们是新队，然后大多数都是第一次打线下就比较紧张，所以发挥比较失常。今天就是正常水平，对。
So yesterday when they played Inferno, they were a little bit nervous and they made adjustments. And today was the actual form. Yesterday they were just too nervous throughout the match. 第二个问题也是想问你们，就是 Inferno 9-5的时候，当时喊了一个暂停，然后我们从画面里面也是看得出来，教练当时感觉非常跟你们说了非常多东西，而且甚至看起来有点凶。你们是否会担心，就是他这么凶的情况下，会影响到你们的心态？
没有很凶，没有凶，看错了。那时候因为我们浪了，你知道吧？不能这么浪，就得稳着嘛。然后跟我们说了一下。
那当时教练大概说的是哪些东西？
就说还没拿15分呢，对，差不多这样。
For the second question, I asked him about there was a pause on Inferno when it was 9-5, and during that time, coach seemed a little bit angry, perhaps, was a little bit excited, and I was afraid that like maybe it would intimidate the players a little bit. And she was saying no, he was very nice, and he was just telling us it's not match point yet. Just keep calm, play tight, don't go over aggressive. 第三个问题也是想问一下，就是你们当时荒漠迷城其实打到14-7的时候，其实感觉那个时候分差还蛮大的，可是就是对方不断的追分，当时你们是否打的稍微有点保守，就是太怕对方会不停的追分？
不怕。对。
那当时你们是什么样的心态？因为就我们发现那个比分其实追的还蛮快的。
对。就当时就想，我们好好打一波，肯定能赢。
So for the third question, I asked about Mirage when the scoreline was 14-7. I felt like their opponent was catching up really fast. ArkTime, they were just like getting round after round, and I asked her, were they having problems closing out? And she was like, no, they weren't afraid. They were just looking for the right opportunity to group up and finish the game. 最后想要问一下，就是你们今天赢了比赛，肯定是很开心的。可是明天接下来还有几场硬战，那你们接下来要怎么样做一些准备？
准备？就尽量调整好我们自己状态，然后多练练，这几天多练练。
那教练有制定一些特殊的战术吗？
因为他们这个队伍组建的时间比较短，然后战术比较少，所以可能只是临场的时候的节奏把控。但是优点是他们的 个人能力还是非常不错的。然后临场的发挥，到时候再调整嘛。因为像这种比赛，可能对他们来说是一个宝贵的经验，能多打一轮是一轮嘛。所以在战术上面的话，可能准备一些大招，然后能赢就赢，不赢拉倒嘛。
All right, for the last question, I asked about tomorrow's preparation because they won a pretty tough match today. And they told us they're just going to try and play the game. And coach said that for tomorrow, because the team formed not so long ago, they're just going to try and adjust and try to get everything they execute correctly. And they'll prepare some pocket strats to be shown tomorrow. And if it works out, great. If not, then so be it. 那我们采访也到这里结束了。再次恭喜你们。
好，谢谢。
谢谢。
谢谢。
那我们最后把时间交还给解说。
Great insight into that victory coming in for Team Z, at least enabling us to understand at least what went into their loss yesterday. A bit of nerves shaking up on the first day, but they were able to shore that up here, come in with a dominating finish and the last best of 3 of the day. Let's take a look, though, at how the rest of the tournament is going to be progressing and how the standings shaped up on today's matches.
Yeah, Orange Sphinx had a tough